Welcome to Let's Talk Jets Radio.
What's up, everybody? I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. So let's see what we got here. First thing is a sound check, because I can't. Usually primetime helps me with that, so I can't hear. So if you guys can hear me, that's great. What's going on? Primetime is going to be late. Tyrone is going to be late. I'm the only one here. So hopefully that's good enough for you. If not, you can log off. I don't know what to tell you. So we got lots to talk about, actually. We got free agency a couple weeks away. We got coaches not going to the combine. We got George Fant talk. We could talk about all kinds of stuff. So let's see. We'll bring on Steve. What's up, man? Oh, shit. I dropped you. Or bring on Bubs. What's up, man?
Hello. Thanks for having me on.
You sound serious, man. You okay?
But yeah, I'm good. I know this past week there's been some rumors going on about Kyle Hamilton. And I don't know if it's all smokescreen reports, but I don't know if it was from, I forget which exact insider was, but I like Hamilton. I think he's a good player. And I had a question for you about if we would take him where.
Yeah, but
I
Bubs,
heard the reports.
Hold on. It's March 1st.
Yeah.
How far away is the draft?
Still far.
Do not believe anything you see or hear. Agents are leaking stories. Teams are leaking stories. There's so much nonsense going on right now. The Jets are not showing their hand by no means to nobody. So if anything, they're letting out what they want to let out. And the other thing, too, is that so much changed between now and then. You got pro workout. You have the combine. You have free agency. I mean, for anybody to say, "Oh, the Jets are really high on Hamilton," or they're so high. Nope, dude, don't believe none of that nonsense, man. And look at the free agency class last year. We didn't know anybody Joe Douglas was going to take. Like, everything catches us by surprise. Don't even get upset about it. Just enjoy life, smile. Don't buy into clickbait and anything if somebody's telling you they know what the Jets are doing, they're lying to you.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. It's so early to tell, especially with free agency and stuff. But my other question was, like, I know you made a video, and I agree with you with Salah and stuff. I don't think it's a big deal that he's not there. If he wants to do whatever he feels is best. He was at the they coached the Senior Bowl. They got up and close with a lot of guys there, which was a really good experience for the Jets and the coaching staff, and a lot to take away from that. So I have no issue with him not being there. He wants to look at film, whatever he does, whatever is going to translate to success. That's all I care about. But which guys, is there any particular player that you would be looking at this week at the combine that maybe the Jets could be looking at, or a guy that could be available?
I mean, right now it's like, I like the way the Jets are handling this, because I think if anything with the pandemic, you learn that, okay, listen, how can we use our resources better? Do we need 35 people at the combine, or can we have 15 people there and have people at our facility that can still watch tape, deal with our current free agent players, do so many other things. And you have the ability to still interview players. You can do Zoom interviews, you can do things, or you can make little mental notes. Listen, we saw this guy. Hey, coach, go watch his tape. What do you think about it? So I think if anything, the combine, you're looking at guys that had any kind of injury history, guys that, working out. You can look at that. Guys, you may have a question about character. If you look at with the Jets, they're very high about guys that love the game of football. Guys, you can ask them all kinds of questions like that and try to find all like the scheme fits or what their mindset is, or, you can pick and prod all kinds of stuff, man. I think the combine's changed a bit now, man. Everybody has their pro days. A lot of guys go to combine. They don't work out now. I think what's the guy? Karlaftis isn't going to work out now, right? Isn't that what they said today?
Yeah, I heard something about that. I'm not too sure exactly, but I did.
So now it's like, okay, so guys you may want to see work out aren't working out, or they're only going to do certain drills. So that puts a premium on the pro days in a lot of cases becoming more important than the combine for some guys. So interesting, man.
Get a first-hand look.
I'm not like I like the stories you hear about the Jets front office and how they're handling business and how they're scouting in the personal department. If you ignore the Gase draft, which was a complete disaster, and you look at last year's draft, you feel encouraged that you have a lot more faith. So hopefully build off that and they'll be okay.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. And I think you hit it on the head about too, because he's not even just with the pro day, the whole Senior Bowl thing and all that now. There's so much other, and then there's even some other little games that I know happen that other guys attend that, teams, front offices can look at guys to see what they, what their strengths and weaknesses are and where they fit into the roster. But, we always continue to say, this past draft was really good. So, and we only had one pick, we had 2 picks in the first round, but we have 2 top 10 picks. So that'll be huge. And I know it's still early to tell with free agency, but there's I know there's some rumors around possible offensive lineman. Like, where would you be willing to possibly pay for an offensive lineman, like, per year, like guy like a Sheriff to bring him in? And
they don't come cheap, man. You want a top lineman that's it's got a Pro Bowl on his resume, you're gonna be paying top dollar for him, man. That's sure. And the thing with Sheriff is okay, you're getting that guy, but you're also getting a guy who's got a lot of injuries too. So
and he's getting up there in age.
Right. And then there's some young guys out there like a Daniels, or you have like Bradley Bozeman. You have young centers out there. You got young guards out there. A lot of players out there, but you have to pay, man. That's just the name of the game. So if you don't want to pay in free agency, then you got to invest draft capital.
Yeah,
so that's pick your
and you just hope that if you do go the route of draft, I looked at a stat the other day about Quentin Nelson in Indianapolis. Something about 1,200 something snaps, and he's only allowed 4 sacks.
He's incredible.
Yeah, he is. He's insane. And either you go free agency route with getting a guy like a Sheriff or somebody like that who is already proven that they can be a really solid asset in this league, or you hope that you pluck somebody out like a Quentin Nelson and get that dominant force. Maybe we have it in Tucker. I know there's a lot of uncertainty around Becton with his weight and stuff, but you just hope that Jets can get
if you look at, I hate mock drafts more than anything, but if you look at a lot of them, a lot of them have the Jets picking offensive lineman at 4, depending on who you want, but they're taking the best available player for best offensive lineman there. So if that's going to be your approach, then they may not spend big money in free agency. They may say, what, let's try to bring back LDT. Maybe you bring back Morgan Moses and you spend good draft capital at number 4 and take your lineman there, which is fine. That's the approach they want to take. I'm still most interested in seeing what they do with McGovern, because everybody keeps telling me how good McGovern is and he got better as the season played out. I'm not so sure about that. And if you can get a stud, center in free agency, there's a couple of them out there, or, obviously you can get one in the draft too. I'm curious to see how they handle that too.
Yeah, because McGovern too is another guy, like you mentioned. He popped up last year in last offseason. He popped up, and now he's coming up again with the possibility. He improved, but I definitely think either free agency or possibly Linderbaum, one of the options.
Yeah, but the thing is, at some point, you want continuity throughout your entire offensive line. Yeah. You want guys to play together for the next 5 years. So you got your Vera Tucker. Hopefully you got Becton. Hopefully, then you find the center and have these guys all the Jets have been blessed, man. You had Nick Mangold forever. You had Kevin Mawai forever. You want that guy, you don't want to have a revolving door at center, because the center is the eyes and ears for your quarterback. So find that guy to say, okay, here's Zach Wilson. Here's your guy. You guys bond, become best friends, and that's our anchor our offensive line. That's kind of what I want to find.
Yep. Protect his blind side and get him a
make all the calls, and that you just be his eyes and ears on the line,
Yeah. Be like another mentor for him.
Absolutely.
Yep. But
good talking to you, man. You seem like you're stressed tonight, man. Relax. Things are going to be good.
No. Yeah, I'm good.
Thanks for calling, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on.
No problem. All right, so if you guys are joining in late, it's me right now. Prime Time's running late. Tyrone's running late. So, of course, I got to, pick up the slack again. So that's the answer to that. What's up, everybody here? I remember Mike Mamula. He was a workout warrior. Definitely remember that. That's obviously the story today is Robert Saleh and his staff are not going to the combine. The front office is, which doesn't bother me at all. So now we will go to Steve. What's up, man?
What's up, Tyson? How you doing, man?
Doing great. How you doing?
Doing good, man. I just want to say shout out and kudos to you. Nice work on everything that you're doing with mental health and the run that you're going to be doing. So we're all cheering you on. So really, thanks for the awareness that you're bringing to that. But we also
hopefully you'll see me next Tuesday if I survive.
You're gonna do great, man. We trust you. But anyway, I agree with what you said. I think it's actually a good idea that the coaching staff isn't going to the combine and the GM and his scouts are going there, because you get a perspective in person that they can report to Saleh while he's internally looking at the program that they have right now. So I think it's a good change of pace, because when did you ever think that the like a past GM and coach were working hand in hand? Maybe besides the very early Tannenbaum Rex period, maybe. So it's actually nice to see that you have two guys actually seem to have a plan over the offseason.
Did you see, like, the one thing, like, I've been watching a lot of Robert Saleh's interviews and his press conference. I'm going back and watching a lot of things he said. And they talk about a lot of interesting things. And what they did was they had, and I think Connor Hughes wrote a really good article about it too, where the position coaches actually broke down exactly what they want for the guys they need to bring to the team, like in detail. Like, everybody in the organization has a voice. It's not like a dictatorship, or it's not like everybody's the same perspective. Like, all right, go find this. Like, everybody has a voice, everybody has a perspective, everybody has a say. And that goes a long way, man. And then, like, if the scouts have better information, they can go find it. And it's like, I don't know. I'm impressed. Hopefully I'm not just drinking the Jets Kool-Aid right now, but a lot of it in years past, the Jets did a lot of things you couldn't believe in. You're like, this is bullshit. We see it, we know it, and we saw the results. We saw the aftermath of it. And now it's like there's a rhyme or reason behind things. And Saleh is just, he's very genuine, he's very passionate, but he comes off very educated. Like, he knows what he wants now. Like, he has a year to learn on the job. He talks about it like he had to manage his time better, he had to figure things out better. He's got to, a lot of like the administrative things he had to handle better. But now I think he knows the approach he wants to take, and you're seeing it. And I think it's awesome, man.
I did too, and it shows that someone that's been able to adapt and hopefully learn from the past. I mean, even some of the best head coaches in history have had, rocky starts, where they had to learn out, what doesn't work and what does. But I have a lot of confidence, and he's just like a genuine good guy that you can root for, even as a person too.
He's smart, man. He's a smart man. Like, he literally has a rhyme or reason for both sides of the football. He knows what they're trying to accomplish. And when things aren't going right, or things aren't, he has like an explanation, like legitimate explanation, other than why his defense sucked last year, which I still don't understand. I'm impressed, man.
Yeah, so am I. And then, like a half hour before we hopped on, Beckham posted 4 things on his Instagram story, and what the first one was bust, I think it was, and it was like him working out, and like the next one was another workout one, and it was like out of shape, and it's like him lifting weights. So I think he's actually like has a little fire under his ass, which is good. I mean, I know he was, man. Yeah, because I think he was like, people are like, is he trolling people on social media? He's on it a lot, but I think this, like, today was the first time he was actually like showing some.
Did you see what happened? Like, on Twitter, and this is the weird thing, and I'm not sure if it's Jet fans or just fans being assholes, but he posted on Twitter, he posted 777, like the lucky sevens, and people are like, "Is that your weight? Is that," like, everybody's attacking him? So it's like, if anything, like, if you're a professional athlete, you got a lot of pride, and you have a lot of like, you know what, I'm going to shut up everybody, like, and that's what you want, dude. You want to come back like, you know what, I'm going to dominate and shove all this in all your faces and be the player we all want to be. And dude, if the Jets saying that the left tackle job is fans to have, if this is all inspiring him, man, and makes him like a Pro Bowl level player, great.
I agree with that.
That's perfect.
And I think, everyone says, Gase probably did have a decent amount of say in the 20 draft, but I still think Becton was a Douglas pick at the end of the day, because they said they had extensive talks, about, they grew up in Richmond, all that other stuff. I think it was actually a guy Douglas wanted regardless. And Wirfs is fantastic. He does play right tackle, though, which is, on paper easier than left. But I think that, Bakai still has a lot of ability. The injuries in college weren't really there. He got rolled up on GVR, who, made the entire line worse when he played. But he's got to stay healthy. It's a big year no matter what. But I do have some faith that he can bounce back. So
I think, your first year in the NFL, you got to learn things. And then it's like, sometimes you can get too big for yourself. Like, I just walk in, I can just dominate. And then you get reality smacks in your mouth when Carl Lawson's roasting you up and down the field and everything else. And then the coaching staff's not saying, you got to earn it. Like, we're not handing you anything. And you know what? That could be eye-opening to him too. So now he's like, all right, welcome to the NFL. This is the way it is. Now he's got to adapt. And hopefully he is the player dude, if he comes back like a man amongst boys, how much better that is for everybody. I mean, if you have your Tucker on the left, if you move Fant to the right, whatever you want to do with him, I mean, it's all good, man. It's just let it happen. Then if you have you have Becton, Vera Tucker, and say you have and then you could draft a lineman at 4 or get another one. I mean, there's your building blocks.
Exactly. Build around Zach. I think number one, you do have to help the defense, a bit this year too. But Zach, you have to put towards first. Know what you got first. Make him get to his max potential as soon as possible. But I think it's actually kind of good that it sucked to go through seeing a Jets rookie quarterback struggle initially and then get better. Because how many times did we say we have the guy? First game amazing. Darnold beat, the Lions 48-17. So many guys down the list, right? So I think it's actually promising. Maybe the opposite's happening where you face all that adversity in year one, and now it's a big prove year for Zach again. But I'm actually intrigued to see it happen the opposite way this time.
Well, I think he's almost in the same boat as Becton, man, where it's like, he's got a chip on his shoulder too, where a lot of people are still critical of him, criticizing him. He didn't have the big flashy numbers everybody wanted to see. And now he's like, you know what? I'm going to have my first NFL offseason where I can work on the things I need to work on. I already know the offense. I know my playmakers. He's already got, Elijah Moore, Michael Carter, Corey Davis. He could take a big step too. I think he's really motivated, man. Like it's, it just seems different, man. It's a different mindset throughout the entire team. It's not the same old Jets mentality where there's no passion, no pride. It's like they're a young group that's working together, which is good.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I mean, it's going to feel like a long time until, opening week and everything. But I do go into this offseason with some confidence just because Joe Douglas doesn't have to hire a coach. He's had the same guys. They probably had some plans in place already the last couple months, and they're just progressing and filling out what they want to do. So I think it's really good that they don't have to have any, little middle area where they have to actually transition. They just keep continuing what they have to do that they built on already.
No, I agree, man. I'm excited. Like, I'm looking forward to free agency. They have some very interesting decisions to make, man, with Fatukasi and Berrios, how they handle the safety position. I'm fascinated, man, because they have a lot of money, a lot of resources. Now we see their vision because they have no excuses. There's no excuse in them. You have every way possible to significantly improve this team.
Yep, I agree. I do want to see one decent trade or two, though. I do want to get a couple established guys. Brandon Marshall was a 5th-round pick. I'm not saying you have to bring in someone of that stature, that old, all that stuff, but you can get guys that are on bad contracts for mid-round picks just to get teams to get the cap off the book. So you got to be aggressive. I think if you could trade a couple mid-round picks, fine. You could try to keep the 1st and 2nd round picks if you can, but if you got to trade a 2nd round pick to get someone dominant for Zach Wilson, you got to do it.
Go for it. Yeah, I mean, as I said, and they've talked about that. They said, we can be creative with trade options. Do it. Yep. Like, there's no excuses for Joe Douglas, man. There's none. He knows
exactly.
All the needs now. Like, you had last year was like the redshirt year. Okay, this is Saleh's first year. We gotta weed out the guys we don't want, identify the guys we do want. Okay, now you know your holes. You know your system, you know your holes, you know what you have, what you need. Get it. Like, that's it.
I agree, man. Well, thanks for all you guys do. I'll let you guys get some more callers in. I know there's probably a lot, but I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, have a good night, man. Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Legend is just firing out all kinds of stuff as always. I know you guys appreciate that. It's this is what he does. So let's see. Yeah, listen, Becton can post all the pictures he wants, man. It's awesome. Bring it to training camp. I don't care. Just this is what you want. Let him be motivated, man. I think it'd be awesome. He's gonna be aggressive. Legend is very quiet today. Yeah, he wasn't prepared. He got caught blindsided when Tyrone and Kevin both said they're gonna be late today. So we will bring on Jordan. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up? I'm just happy I got the shirts from you. Thank you. I didn't expect 3 shirts to come. 3 shirts and a sticker. That's fucking awesome. I didn't expect anything, but 3. That's above and beyond. Man. So
thank you for donating.
I appreciate it. So anyways, about Jets free agency, my plan would be I think the Jets should use their cap money. Hopefully bring back Berrios. If Foley signs a team-friendly deal, I don't feel bad about bringing him back.
What are you paying Berrios?
Berrios, I wouldn't pay him more than 6.5. If he wants 7, he can walk. Okay. To me, I think 6.5 is kind of my limit for Berrios.
Okay.
Foley, I'd bring back, he said he's willing to come back on a team-friendly deal. If he comes back for 8, I wouldn't feel bad about bringing him back.
$8 million for a lot of money on offensive line or defensive line.
Yeah, I mean, and then I think with the rest of the money, I would probably go. I want to bring in one safety kind of to replace Marcus May. because he's injured. He has a DUI, and he's also pissed at the team, so he's not coming back here.
Like a veteran safety, are you spending big money on one, or you want like a Reed?
Yeah,
Who do you want?
I would say like someone in the top 10. So I would say like a premium free agent level. Like it doesn't
you
need to
have a
be
bunch
the
of
top
guys,
guy.
man. Would you want like a Marcus Joyner back, a guy like that, or you want to spend a little more money at the position?
I would spend a little more than LaMarcus Joyner. Get someone a little bit more premium than him. I'm not saying you have to go and get like the best guy, but get someone like you can go out and get like the guy in the Texans,
Yeah, Reed.
someone
You have
between
Keanu
that
Neal.
and like
They wanted Neal last year. I mean, you have Jordan Whitehead too, is probably a little cheaper. There's a couple guys out there. Bates is going to be too expensive. Marcus Williams will be too expensive.
But I mean,
in
right
my
now the
opinion.
only safety we have is Ashton Davis, so we have to do something at the
And
safety
Riley,
position.
Elijah Riley.
I think we have to re-sign him, but
Yeah,
I think
the
he's a
safety
free
position.
agent too. But he'll re-sign for cheap.
Yeah, I mean, Robert Sala was talking
But-
highly of Ashton Davis, but I don't see it, man. Like, you got to
But
get two good safeties.
Yeah, I feel like Elijah Riley, he could be like safety 3 and Ashton Davis safety 4. But you need to bring in 2 guys in front of that. So we need like a safety 1 who we should get through free agency. And then somewhere in the draft, we should get another safety, a safety 2.
I think they're pretty high on Pinnock too. Maybe he, gets better in year 2. You never know. I mean, you have some other young guys that can compete for it, but I'm not arguing, man. I agree. It's definitely a need.
And then with the rest of our money, we should bring in one like offensive weapon for Zach, whether if that's like wide receiver or tight end. We should bring in at least like one premium. So there's Schultz. He would be high on my list. There's Allen Robinson.
Yep.
If Devontae Adams signs a reasonable deal, I'm not paying him $30 million.
He's not signing nothing reasonable, dude. He's getting top receiver money.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay Devontae. You think the thing that scares me about receivers like that who have like an elite quarterback throwing to them is that like, oh, they're doing great with the elite quarterback, and then they go to someone who is not as great as Aaron Rodgers, and then their numbers fall apart.
Well, I mean but they also like to win. They like to have those numbers too. So if they're going to leave Aaron Rodgers, they're going to go somewhere else and they can get similar numbers and put up numbers. That's
They
like
I just don't
like all pros.
I don't see him coming here.
No,
I mean, Allen Robinson, that would kind of be my ideal guy if we go wide receiver. I don't think, as you said, he's not coming here on a 1-year deal because he's gonna if he goes somewhere for a 1-year deal, he's gonna want a good QB.
Yep.
But sign him 3 years. Give him a fair contract, and you have your wide receiver 1.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's base, and then fill in the rest of the positions with kind of lower to cheaper guys. Like those are the 2 positions that I would kind of go like use your premium money for.
Yep.
And then that's kind of my free agency plan. So I don't know if you agree, if you have other plans.
No, I mean, I like your plan. I mean, I'm wondering I like Allen Robinson. I've always been a fan of him. People look at his numbers. I look at the situation that he was in. He got banged up, but he played with horrible quarterbacks. So the problem is if he wants big money, and he wants to put up numbers, will he come here? Probably not. I think he probably wants to be in a high flying offense, and you could try to sell Zach Wilson, but you can't really, it's like you're probably a year away from getting an Allen Robinson. Schultz is interesting because if you pay him the most money, he probably comes here. He probably you could say you can make him like a building block of your offense. It's a matter of how high will the Jets go to get him? Like what, will you break the bank for him? I don't know if they'll do that. I mean, do you think they will? I don't know if they will or not.
No, I don't think they will. I think they're good. They have to bring in whether if it's wide receiver or tight end, they have to bring in some weapon for Zach to.
Well, you got to. The tight end position's got to be upgraded, man. There's no ways around it. And I know everybody wants to talk about the draft, and it's a very deep draft class. So you can get a good tight end in the 3rd round, 4th round. I'd like a veteran guy too. And no disrespect to, Ryan Griffin's not the answer. Tyler Kroft was okay, but like you need like a legitimate guy here, man. Like we can't keep. You watch all these other offenses. That's like your safety valve. That's your go-to guy. And
right now, Ryan Griffin, we're paying too much. We should cut him.
Terrible. Yeah. So, but that's why you got to upgrade it. Like it has to be a priority now. We've ignored it for so many years. Like this is it. This is your chance to fill it out. So, do they spend big money on Schultz? I don't like Gesicki that much. I like Tyra Conklin, but he's probably much cheaper than that. But find somebody, man. Whoever it is, just find somebody.
Yeah, they need to give Zach someone, and then safety too. And then cornerback. I just don't think we're gonna have. I think we're going to run it back with the same cornerbacks unless because I just don't see we just don't have the money for it. Really, it's
we
very.
do. See,
If we get a cornerback, it's very like I mean, if we get a safety and an offensive weapon, plus sign a bunch of cheaper guys, already all the cap's gone between, and we need like I think 20 million for the draft or something like that.
Yeah,
So
see, I see. I think the Jets are playing coy right now. They're telling everybody all around, we like our young corners. We don't need anybody. We don't need anybody, which means the complete opposite. I mean, they're going to spend money on a corner. I completely think so, dude. Because they're telling everybody, yeah, oh, we love our young guys. We don't really need. They need one. So now, and they've been repeatedly tied to Carlton Davis from the Buccaneers, which is interesting because he's going to get top corner money. He's going to get $15-16 million a year. So. We'll see.
You think
man.
that's where they? You think that's where the premium free agents coming from is cornerback?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they want pass rushers and everything else, but the way they keep saying like they're so happy at a position makes me not believe them for some reason. It makes me think the complete opposite. So, well, no, I've been wrong a million times before, man. I don't know. So,
all right. I just wanted to thank you for the shirt and good luck on your run and stuff.
thank you, man. Thank you for donating, man. I appreciate that. It's really cool.
All right.
Have a good night.
Talk to you later.
Yes, sir. All right. So as you can see, it's me and my friend Legend and Primetime and Tyrone are running late. Who knows how late? Probably just me tonight. Who knows? I'm sure they're going to give Kenny Yeboah a chance. They're going to give Lawrence Cager a chance, but they need a tight end, man. They have to upgrade the position 100%. So, oh boy, let's go to Jomo. Is he even there? What are you doing, man?
I'm right here, man.
There you are.
How we doing?
So last week's call was not one of your best.
Nah, it was a doozy.
So we're gonna build on to a better days ahead, right?
I guess we'll try.
So wait, I'll give you an easy question, man. This is an easy question for you. So they said today Robert Saleh and his staff will not be going to the combine. Your thoughts?
To me, it tells me that the head coach and the GM are on the same page. So I like it. I take it as a positive, and exactly what I just said. I just think it means the head coach and GM are on the same page. So,
yeah, I mean, I think it's showing the organizations they're working together. Everybody's in sync, and they're trying to maximize their resources. Get everybody to do what they can when they can. I have no problem with it whatsoever, man. Like if you're mad about this, I'm like I mean, they can crash and burn and have like all-time terrible draft. But based on the personnel that's in the office, like the guys they have in the front office, are all reputable people, highly touted people. And last year's draft class was really good. Right. And you learn from the pandemic, I think they'll be fine.
Well, we haven't had a combine anyway for 2 years now?
Yep.
So,
exactly.
I mean, it's not too much different than what we've been doing. But no, definitely, I think it's positive for sure.
So they're saying you could redeem yourself by eating a ghost pepper.
No.
So here's a question for you. I have a second question for you.
Yeah.
So there's a word around town the Jets are considering extending George Fant because they like the way he played at left tackle. So do you extend him, give him like a new 3-year deal, or do you let him play out this year and just walk next year?
How old is he? Is he 30 now?
30. Yep.
Yeah, a 3-year deal. I take that. If it's in a good range, I mean, if he's going to be making more than 11, I mean, I wouldn't be happy paying him 11 per. If we got him somewhere at 9 per, maybe I'd be all right with it.
Bro, I think you're going to be paying like 11-12 million per if you're extending George Fant.
Probably, especially if you extend him right now because his value is the highest it's ever been. So he's definitely going to get the most out of whatever deal he makes. But I think they'll probably just let him play it out this year. Maybe draft an offensive lineman, like a interior guy, maybe a center.
So wait, so did you say what you want to do? You want to extend him or you want to let him play out the deal? I think you said
I'll
both,
let him
right?
play out. If we can't get him for like a 9 million, something like that, I'd let him just play it out, see what happens. And
yeah, he's definitely gonna get like 11 million per if you extend him.
Yeah, if you were to extend him now, for sure, because his
so what
stock's
would
never
you,
going to be
you're
higher
Joe
than
Douglas, what are you gonna do
right now?
Yep.
I'm gonna let him play it out. I'll send him an offer, 9 million per 3 years. If he declines it, just play it out.
All right, fair enough. That's interesting.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think about Jabril Peppers? I've been kind of keying in on him. I know safety's a big need. Do you think he'll be expecting big money?
Probably not. What do you mean? Did he have he didn't go to Pro Bowl 2 years ago, did he?
He's been to the Pro Bowl once for sure. I don't know when, but I mean, he's been a solid player ever since he's joined the league. I've liked him ever since he was at Michigan.
He's versatile. He's an interesting guy.
Versatile, exactly.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Athletic.
Player. Yeah,
I like him a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably a lot cheaper than these other guys out there. I mean, you have like the top of the market with Bates. You have Williams. You have Reed, probably be about $9 million a year, $10 million a year.
I would think,
Whitehead, Jordan Whitehead. I mean, yeah, he may be cheaper than some of these guys.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Also, Stefan Gilmore. I feel like if we go, you don't like him?
He ain't coming here.
Yeah, he'll probably get a bigger deal elsewhere with a contender.
Wait, is he not under contract? Hold on.
No, he's a free agent.
Gilmore?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. I thought he was. Wait a minute. What's his isn't he where he's down in Carolina, right?
Yeah.
They didn't give him a new deal when they traded for him?
That's possible, but I don't think so. I think he should be a free agent.
Is that true? I thought they gave him a new deal when they. Oh shit! Maybe everybody. He is a free agent. I thought he was. They traded before he gave him a contract.
Yeah. What did they give for him? Like a third rounder or something?
Yeah, I forgot. I remember it was when the compensation. Like, wow, it was nothing.
Yeah.
As opposed to his
Packers
talent.
should have fucking picked him up or something.
Yeah, let me look up his contract real quick here. Yeah, because he have him and J.C. Jackson. I mean, they're both top of the market guys.
Oh yeah. I just feel like if you're gonna go get a corner, we need some vets on this defense. Like we don't really have any veterans really, other than Mosley.
Yeah, you're right, dude. Unrestricted free agent. He's 32 years old, so he's a little bit older.
I'll take him on a 1-year deal, give him his money, and
is that really addressing a problem though? Don't you want like guys that are going to be here 3 or 4 years?
Yes, but I also want the young guys to have a veteran to look up to. I mean, they got nobody to look up to. They're fucking working for each other right now, which is cool. But you know, when you got somebody that's been in the league, done it at the highest level.
Yeah, he's an interesting player, man. He may also, I mean, that's an interesting player. He's older,
I like him a lot. I also think I wasn't really too high on getting a linebacker, and as the days go by, I feel like linebacker should be a bigger need. I just don't know where or when to address it. That guy washed. You're crazy.
Everybody thinks whenever Belichick lets somebody go, they always suck. But I mean, he was top level at that point. But listen, I agree with you about linebacker. They need guys that can go sideline to sideline, man. They need speed.
Yeah, I like that Devin Lloyd kid. He's a beast. There's so many dudes in that, you know, top 10 range, top 15 range. I really don't like where we're sitting at 4. I feel like we could
sitting.
No, I don't like it. I feel like we could trade back. If for
Why don't
me,
you like where we're at 4? You're getting a premium spot. It's a premium spot right there.
Yeah, I just feel like you could fill up. There's a lot of guys in the middle of this first round. I feel like that a lot of value will be there. And I feel like just the Jets, like, I don't know, man. In my perfect world, I'd be trading back with the Eagles. Why would they want to trade up? I have no clue, but they got 15, 16, 17. They got so many first-round picks.
Yeah, but, I mean, you need a hot player that everybody wants, that they want at number 4. You need somebody to drop unexpectedly.
Yeah.
If somebody drops unexpectedly, Jets probably want that player.
I'm really hoping Thibodeau drops, but
yeah, I'm not buying it. I don't think he's going to, but if he does, I mean, you think the Jets are going to pass on him? I don't think so.
No, absolutely not. No way they pass on him.
But see, but in argument's sake, that would be your chance to trade back if he falls.
It would. That's the fucked up thing,
like,
right?
You either want him or do you trade back? That's your
exactly.
Pick your option there.
All right. Hey man, it's going to be exciting. What do we got? Another 2-3 weeks until free agency? 2
weeks, man.
After the first couple days of free agency, I'll be able to give you. I'll be able to tell you the first couple picks.
This is going to happen. Day 1 of free agency, the Jets are going to do nothing, and everybody's going to panic and call Joe Douglas a bust, the same old Jets and everything else. And midway through day 2, they make their moves, and everybody relaxes again.
That's what happened the past 2 years.
Yeah, true. Especially with Joe Douglas, man. He slow plays it.
Yeah, dude. Hey, man, have a good one. Love what you're doing. Keep up the fucking work. You're grinding. I love what you're doing, man.
Take it easy. Appreciate it. Have a good night. See, Jomo bounced back from last week. That was good. All right. Oh, boy. I see him. Do you guys want chaos or do you want a normal call? I'll let you guys decide. You guys to decide tonight. Do you want complete nonsense or do you want to talk like have fun? I guess I gave it away, huh? Let's see. Well, let everybody vote. We're trying to make this like it's a community vote here. I think I know what the vote's going to be, but oh shit! All right, this is all too predictable, man. This is just ridiculous. Damn it! What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Tyson?
You tell me.
Hey, first off, I wanted to thank you for the Trust the Process shirt and the Let's Talk Jets radio sticker, man. I really appreciate it. How have you been, man? What's going on?
Thanks for supporting, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so, it was the thing. So today on my lunch break, I actually watched your video today of, why the situation with only Joe Douglas and his staff, going to the combine and Robert Saleh and his staff staying back. You know what? It's completely fine, because especially with what's going on with the pandemic. And then, with all the technology that we have in the world today, because, they could see everything, with videos and electronics now.
Right.
It's honestly okay because, you know what? It's finally a situation when one scouting team goes to the combine while the other scouting team, stays back. So, you know what? It's perfectly okay in that situation.
No, I agree, man. I think they've learned how to better use technology, better maximize their resources. Other teams are doing it as well. And you evolve, man. During the pandemic, you're forced to learn a lot of different things. Now you apply those lessons learned to how you move forward with it. And I think they'll be fine, man. I think they have a lot of reputable guys in the front office, man. You trust them. So let's see what happens. I'm good with it.
Yeah, no, but the thing is that now we're coming up to the exciting part because, with free agency and then the draft a month and a half away, it's exciting, especially, because you made a good point. Jets have money to spend in free agency.
Yep.
They got the cap draft and all. It's exciting. Can't wait to see it.
Well, I have a question for you. So the Jets are very high on George Fant, according to several reports. He's 30 years old in the last year of his contract.
Right.
Do you try to extend him or do you say, no, just play out your contract and he can walk next year?
The thing is with at the age where he's at, I let him play it out. The reason I let him play it out is because, you don't know what kind of year he's going to have this year. I mean, listen, he had a good season last year.
What if he has a
Can
great
he
year?
show it? Can he show it in 2022? That's my question. Can he show what he did? And then in 2022, if he shows what he did in 2021, then I say yes. But as of right now, I say let's let him play out.
So you wouldn't let him. Well, if you let him play it out and he plays very well, especially at left tackle, you're gonna be paying twice as much next year.
Yeah, no.
So you're just gonna.
Yeah, let him play out and walk.
Okay, fair enough. We can go with that. So then, are you assuming he's gonna be the left tackle this year or right tackle?
As of now, I do believe he's going to be the left tackle. Okay. I mean, hopefully, because obviously, you made everyone was all saying, Becton was showing his stuff on Instagram and Twitter. Listen, I'm not gonna say, Becton's got to show it on the field in July and especially in training camp coming up. That's good. He's getting in back into shape, but he's got to get back into the physical mindset. I mean, and the thing is, Saleh made a good point at the end of the year when he said, when Becton comes back and says, I want Becton and Fant to compete for the position. Right. I don't want it to be easy as 1, 2, 3. Right. It's got to be a competition at every position because you got to find the right person at that spot.
No, I completely agree, man. No, I mean you want to see great competition. You want to see Becton emerge, man. He's young. He's a high draft pick. You want him to solidify the left side of the line. Him and Vera Tucker for the next 10 years. That'd be the perfect scenario. That's what you want.
Yeah. No, good thing is remember when we used to have, like back from like 2006 to 2015 when we had Mangold and it was DeBrickashaw and Moore. If you remember those guys, because it has to be like that because that's going to be the key. Because the one thing is, in your future, you don't want to see Zach Wilson miss games because your offensive line is killing him. Because we ended up seeing that suffering, back in Week 7 against New England, and that unfortunately stunk because we ended up not having Zach Wilson for a few weeks, and it ruined the chances of his rookie year. And it was almost.
If you think about it, the offensive line being strong has another purpose. You can establish the running game. If you can run the ball, it makes life a lot easier for everybody.
Oh no, absolutely.
You can control the clock. I mean, you can establish so many different things that when that's what you want, man. You got to be well diverse on offense. You can't just have Zach run all over the place.
Yeah, no, you got to have a good running. You got to have a good running game too, because if you don't have a good running game, you're going to have your quarterback throw the ball most of the times.
Yep.
It's the thing is, like, it's finally Tyson. Listen, I've been a Jets fan since 2004. I mean, you've been a fan longer than me.
Yep.
So, it's just finally, this is finally, hopefully, the front office that we have that moves this team in the right direction. Because, from John Izek to Mike McCagnon and Adam Gase and Todd Bowles, we went through all those guys. Now we finally
Todd
have
Bowles wasn't
something
a general
in
manager.
Saleh and Douglas. So
Todd Bowles wasn't your general manager, though. He was a coach.
I'm talking about, like, from head coaches to GMs.
All right, I got one more question for you.
Okay.
So free agency starts. Who is the first guy you make the phone call? Who's the first guy you want the Jets to call in free agency?
Ooh, I could think of a lot of names.
Just give me one.
If there's one person, oh man, this is tough because there's a lot I've been saying, because I think if Dallas doesn't pay Amari Cooper,
well, they're paying him. They're paying him. They got to trade him or cut him. That's their two options right now.
If they cut him, I go right for Amari Cooper.
That's your biggest priority is Amari Cooper?
No, I'm a huge Amari Cooper fan. Like,
so that's the first phone call you make. Is if all the guys available in free agency, the first call you make is for Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper. Who would be your first guy to call?
I'd probably say Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, by the way, one thing before you let me go, man. I love how you play all the videos of those last great Jet games. I mean, listen,
it's
the
fun.
1998 Jets game, listen, I was only 6 years old when that game happened. I mean, I wasn't a Jets fan at the time, but I watched the highlights of that game.
What were you a fan of?
That
what
Jets
team did you like when you were
incredible. That 1998 Jets team was incredible. And the other one that brings back memories too, Tyson, that playoff game against the Colts in 2011. I remember that game. Were you in Indy for that game?
I wasn't in that one. I was at the championship game.
In Pittsburgh?
They lost.
Oh, that had to be brutal.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Great to see you. Okay, and keep up the good work.
Have a good night, man.
You too, man.
Wow, we had a phone call and Steve and I didn't even fight. This is remarkable. What's up, Marcus? Oh, thank you very much, man. I'm glad you got the shirts. That got there already? I only mailed that out like 2 days ago. That was fast. Holy shit. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like it, man. Looking for drafting Tibbs, Wilson, safety, and a tight end. All right. Do that. All right. Let's bring on Afram. What's up, man?
Hello, Tyson. Hello, legend. I'm fine. Hello, legend. Was it something I said?
He's meditating right now. Look at the shirt. Thank you, man.
Well, thank you. Thank you for what you're doing.
That's awesome, man.
Yes. How are you? How's it going? How's the training going? Good?
Dude, it's been rough, man. Today, winding down, it's been a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be, but we're here, so you're
sticking to it, so that's good. Hello, Balls.
Man. It's been challenging, man. It's definitely been challenging, but see what happens. How you doing, man? How's life going over there?
Good. A little bit tired today. I had a cutover from yesterday till today, so it was like from 7 a.m. till midnight yesterday, and 6:30 this morning till about 5. Very little sleep, but it is what it is. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
So you're the salary cap guy. So I'm glad you called in. So the first thing is the whole George Fant thing. Do you extend him or do you let him play this year out?
No, extend him. If they like him, they think he can hold that position. You extend him. You could give him 4 years at a maybe $9 million a year because you're giving him that extra year.
It's gonna be more than that, though, isn't it?
Well, listen, you could start at 9 and then first year and give him extra for next year because you're going to gain more money next year than you have this year.
Right.
It's not going to be. You don't have to have equal amounts every year. Okay. You can.
But you'd go like 4 years, 40 million, and then you could what?
Yeah,
it's more with the guaranteed money, I would guess, right? Is the most important stuff.
Yeah, and maybe an out after 2, like he usually does, or 3, but some early out where he knows he's not gonna have he's not stuck with the salary depending on how this guy plays as he's getting older.
So do you think that would be a wise business move for the Jets to take that approach based on the way he played this year, or
Well, they would know internally if this is the guy they want, and you also have to look what is. Hey, Jose, how are you? What's up, Nick? Who do you get next year? Who are you going to look for next year? What are you going to go for? You're going to get a free agent again, or you're going to draft someone next year to replace Fenn?
Right.
Eventually,
but see, the question is but what do you do? Like, I get the whole fan thing, but what do you do with McGovern though? Like, is everybody cool with McGovern staying here then, like as your center
for another year? Why not?
I guess.
You got the line started playing a lot better once GVR got out of there, and now so you have a little bit more cohesion. They're gelling somewhat. You don't want to break it up. Did he play better towards the second half?
He did.
So,
maybe that could be because LDT was next to him. That could be a point.
Right.
Maybe he figured out the offense, got used to the scheme.
Right. So also, if let's say you draft Equano at 4, because one of the guys doesn't drop to you, right?
Yep.
So you're going to need that veteran presence on either side of him to help him.
Yep.
So you have the center, and you'd have Fant, because I believe I just saw the video of him. He looks great. He doesn't look like he's yeah. So he'd probably, like you said, he's so motivated, he'd win the job at left tackle.
Yep.
Now you have veteran presence at center and at right tackle for your guard.
Yep.
So now,
and Vera Tucker's a potential Pro Bowler, so he's all right there.
Right. And then if Equano, you have probably a very good running game.
Yep.
So that helps Carter, and that helps Wilson.
Yep.
Free agency is going to be interesting because, like you said, they're not going to be they're playing the cards just right, because they're not going to be used as a tool like they used to use the Yankees, because they thought the Yankees would pay everything, and now the Jets would pay anything because they're desperate.
Yep.
So and they're not going to.
Jets were. You're right. The Jets were always leaked for every top free agent. Jets are interested. Like, we were always getting played, man, endlessly like that.
And they would use that to jack up the price.
Yep.
So don't say nothing, and you're not going to cut anyone now.
Right. But to me, it's like they're obviously, when you ask it, I know that I think Joe Douglas is meeting the media tomorrow. And they're going to ask him all the same questions, like, what do you think about Fadakasi, and what do you think about Berrios? And the questions, it's going to be like, we want to keep all of our own. We'll make them a fair offer. We value them a lot. But to me, it's like, what's your value of these players as opposed to what else you need? Because if you bring back Fadakasi, who's obviously a team leader and good against the run, you have a lot of money invested in defensive line, which is obviously a priority to them. But then you also have Rankins too. Do you get rid of Rankins then? Like, I'm curious to see how they shuffle his defensive line around, especially with Lawson returning.
Yeah. He has shown that he has a number for everybody at every position, whether on the team or on free agency. Right?
Yep.
So he's going to say what he's going to say in the press just to give them a story. They're not going to. He's not.
But what do you do though? But the thing is, I like the signing of Rankins initially, because I thought he was he has he's a physical guy, he's explosive, he has an edge to him. But in terms of the money, I didn't think the Jets got their value for him. So it's if you want to let him walk, it's fine. But is Fadakasi an $8 million a year player?
No, he's making $6.5 million.
Yeah, because everybody is saying he's a great run defender, and our Jets' run defense was terrible last year, right?
Exactly.
If everybody's so good, then why are we so bad? I don't understand.
Exactly. So, I'm sure they're evaluating. You made a great point. They want a team. They want players to be a team.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to have the mentality in your coaching staff and your personnel, right? You want everyone to have a say. Everyone wants to be on the same page, and when you do that, you give these guys enough respect that they know that what they say is going to mean something, and they're going to give you their best output. And as far as the combines, like you said, these guys have been watching these guys in the games. Yeah. Combine is just basically how high they can jump, their physicality and the athleticism. But bottom line, it's how you performed in the game. You know, you could look at Golston was like a beast. He can pump this and that. And
I remember him, man. Oh,
and he did what, you know? So, you know,
the game has changed, man. Like the scouting process has changed due to technology. Like you advance with technology, and they learned it the last 2 years. You know what I mean?
The biggest thing they did was the Senior Bowl. Firsthand, they can coach these guys. They can see what kind of character they are. You know, they can interview all these kids if they wanted to, right?
Yep.
And see what kind of character they are.
Yep.
And I pretty much I'm sure they know exactly what they can do, but it's going to be what fits for them.
Yep.
That's the bottom line. And,
well, I think you're looking. I think you have a good feel of everybody that's going there. You already watched a lot of their game tape, and you look for something that sticks out. Like, you know what? I'm seeing something here I didn't see on tape. Is that good or bad? Let's go back and look at it. You check all the physicals, the medicals, and you get a chance to interview them. And if Saleh can interview these guys from his office in Florham Park, then more power to him. You know what I mean? Like that's.
We could see it. We could see it. We get the numbers. There's nothing's going to change by being there in person.
Yep.
The same thing. If I watch a game at home versus I watch it at the stadium, it's the same thing. I'm watching it. You know, I probably have a better view from the camera view than what they do on ground level.
Yep.
So,
absolutely.
But it's, you know, the biggest thing is this free agency is going to be key as far as what they do in the draft, and how they, like I say, do they go 80-20, 70-30 in offense on free agency and opposite and on draft.
Yeah.
You know, so
I'm fascinated, man. I can't wait to see their approach. It's going to be so interesting. Like, who's their first phone call? Who's their big offer to? Like, you can't, because we don't really know. They're very unpredictable right now. You don't know what they're going to do.
Their first phone call should be to me, and I can route them to the right place.
To hire you to make the phone call.
To hire you to calm everybody down, and let's think of this rationally and positively. And I've noticed the callers are now they're slightly warming up to the idea that maybe this team is doing something.
Yep.
But they don't want to give in because they don't want to be disappointed again. Well, guess what? If it goes the other way, you're going to be disappointed and pissed off again.
Yep.
Nothing that these guys have done has really, really changed my mind. It's a more focused. There is a structure that we never had in a while.
Definitely a blueprint.
Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. You know, like I said, 2022.
We always win the offseason, Afram. Don't they know this by now? We always win the offseason. No matter what we take, we're winning it.
I don't think we won the offseason last year either. Or
come on, man. We always win it. Yes, come on.
Yeah, but it's, you know, I'm looking forward to it. And for you, good luck, because we won't talk to you till hopefully Tuesday.
Hopefully.
If you can't make it, just tell prime time. I'll fill in for you. So
you can have it, man. I'll probably still lay in the grass somewhere. But thank you for support, man. I definitely appreciate it.
Good luck to you. You're doing a fantastic thing, and I total respect for you for what you do. You're a very committed individual, and I can respect and appreciate that very much.
No, man. Thank you for support, man. I really appreciate it.
You take care and be well.
Have a good night, man.
Bye-bye.
Afram calms everybody down, doesn't he? He just makes everybody mellow and feel good about things. He's a celebrity. He's definitely a celebrity. There's no doubt about that. So let's see. We got here. Hello to everybody. Yeah, Cassandra, you got a whole thing. You got a new coach. You got the quarterback issues. You got all kinds of stuff going on there. Let's see. Great game this stream will be the Jets versus Raiders in 82. We could find that. So let's see what we got here. I got to share the link too. I didn't do that. I've been kind of screwing up here a little bit. Get this, share the link. And then I guess I got to bring on the guy that I fought with the last 2 weeks. I'm not sure why we keep fighting, but I don't know what Primetime's doing, man. I'm doing the best I can, Joey. I apologize. Let's go, Joe.
What's up? I really do not mean to fight with you. I just want to come on here.
I don't know how it happens, man. It just happens naturally.
We're passionate guys. We love the team. And then we both, and I did waffle a little bit last week. So, that happens.
I mean, that happens from time to time.
But I think right now it's really like you said, it's a really interesting time because we have so many holes and we have so many different ways we can fill them. And I don't really think there's a right answer for how we do it. We have a million options, and it seems like with this draft, there's not a clear cut number 4 pick. Last year the Falcons were 100 taking Kyle Pitts. There's no one like that this year.
Yep.
In free agency, there's a ton of like really, really intriguing players. There's as many receivers up for trade this year that I've seen in a long time, like really, really good receivers. So we have a ton of options to fix this team. The two biggest things, though, I would say is I think we need to, if at cornerback, we need to bring in a veteran presence and tight end. Tight end, because rookie tight end it's the hardest position in football for a rookie to transition to and come in and play right away and play well. They need time. They got to learn to block at an NFL level, run routes at an NFL level, catch balls at an NFL level. So we need to give the kid we draft at least 6, 7, 8 games to adjust. So we need a legit tight end. If we get Dalton Schultz, we probably don't have to draft one, but who's
the guy that you want?
Well, I mean, I like Dalton Schultz for the right price. If we plan on drafting one, there's a ton of really good ones. Rucker.
So what's the right price?
I would probably say like 12 million, somewhere around there, 13 million. Nothing crazy. Okay. I think he's a really good player, but I don't think he's an elite tight end. He's not Darren Waller. He's not Kelsey Kittle. So I'm not giving him like 16, 17 million. And if you want to draft him, there's a lot of really good ones. I like Whittemire, Likely, McBride, everyone loves.
If you can't get Schultz as a veteran free agent, who else would you want?
Njoku, I like a lot. Gerald Everett's a little small for our system. If Austin Hooper shakes free, I like him a lot. He's a good player. Hayden Hurst might get cut. Like, we don't have to go crazy if we're going to draft one, but I want like a legitimate guy that we know can start for 8 games. He's been a starter in the NFL. We can trust him to make plays for us, Okay. So that's the big thing at tight end for me. I don't want to throw a rookie to the fire and expect him to dominate, week 1, because it's tough to do. And cornerback, I'm not against going big in free agency at cornerback, but if we don't, and we don't draft one, and we want to give Eccles a chance, I want there to be at least like a legitimate, steady veteran for him to like beat out for the job. If we sign a guy like Jason Verrett, for example, from San Francisco, if we sign a guy like him and Eccles comes into camp, blows him away, beats him out, awesome. Like, we know he's a good corner. We know he can start. But I don't want to go in there where his biggest competition is Isaiah Dunn. And if he doesn't, if he's not the guy, we don't really have a backup plan. Because corner is important, I think
they're going to bring in talent at corner, man. But do you want to spend big money? Do you want to go after a Carlton Davis or somebody big like that, or you're wanting a second tier guy?
Carlton Davis, no. I think he's going to demand more money. One guy that I actually think we have a chance at, I usually don't think we have a chance at big free agents overpaying, but J.C. Jackson, if he doesn't get franchise tagged, he seems pretty pissed at the Patriots. So we can offer him the chance to play 2 times a year. We can give him a big contract, and he's worth it. Like, he's a top 5 corner in the NFL. I have no problem paying him $20+ million. He's most interceptions the last 2 years. He's a great cornerback. So that would be the one guy if you really want to shell money out to.
You're willing to make him the highest paid corner in football?
No, that's not the highest paid corner in football. I think the highest paid is like 28, 29. I think somewhere around 3rd, 4th highest paid corner in football on a long contract with a lot of guaranteed money. He's young. He's like 25, and he's performed at that level for 3 years, and he's only gotten better. So I think that's the kind of guy that's worth it. Carlton Davis, I think he's a very good player, but he's not elite. He's not like top 5, top 10 kind of corner. So I don't want to give him $19 million when, we can bring in a Jason Verrett. Eccles showed some promise last year, and we can give him a chance to compete.
So what do you do at safety?
At safety is very interesting to me. I think Hamilton's a fantastic player. 4th overall is a little rich, but if you think he's a generational player, premium, someone like tweeted, like, draft picks sound great until they get on the field.
Yep.
So if you take an edge at 4 and he sucks, and Hamilton gets taken at 6 and he's the best safety in football as a rookie, who cares what position they play, So I think it's really up to the staff to determine if the other options we have when he's there are going to be elite players, and if he's really a lock to be a complete elite player, Otherwise, I think we got to get, a veteran. We got to get a real quality safety in here. I like Marcus Williams. If we miss out on those, I'm fine with filling out with 2 middle tier.
Marcus Williams is like $15 million a year kind of safety.
Yeah, he is. There's a lot of directions we can go. I mean, DJ Reed is going to be a cheaper option. Landon Collins, I saw someone throw in there. Jabril Peppers,
Justin Reed. I mean,
there's a lot of different ways we can go with it. I think we could also always take a safety in the 2nd or 3rd round, which is it's a deep safety class too. So it's interesting. There's a ton of ways we can go. Once we see free agency and we see the direction, I think we'll know more. I think the one thing we do know about this regime is they really like those second contract players where they're going to be 25, 26. There might be a little untapped potential there.
That's what you want, though, man. You want those young guys on the rise.
Exactly.
You want going into the peak of their career, not the downside of their career.
I agree. But I'm saying those are the kind of guys as a fan base we should expect to get, Like, I don't think if they're going to sign a 30-year-old, they're going to give him a 1-year deal. With Fant, I'm kind of like in the middle of, like if we're going to, sign him or not. I would say let free agency play out, let the draft play out, see what you get there. And then go into training camp. You'll see Becton in OTAs, see him in training camp. If you think Becton's going to be our starting left tackle and he's going to play there, then you got to watch Fant at right tackle for a few months before, you give him a 3-year extension. Make sure he can play right tackle at a similar level.
At some point, we were saying Morgan Moses was playing better than Fant in right tackle. Weren't we saying that last year?
The thing with that is he played one half and he practiced all the training camp because Becton was in and out of the lineup at left tackle. Yeah. So I think if he had a few more games to adjust, he would have been better than he was that first half week 1. But, I don't know. No one really knows. But I don't think we make any rash decisions right now. I think we let a lot of stuff play out. If you think he's, if he comes into training camp, he earns the left tackle job, he's the guy for the future, sign him 2 weeks into training camp. You don't have to rush with it. But Becton, I think the concern with Becton is it's a little out of hand. Like, I don't think he's a big guy. He was off his feet for months. He's going to put on a little weight. And again, like, he wasn't bad he was really fucking good as a rookie, Like,
he was.
People forget, like, people were arguing if he was better than Wirfs as a rookie, if he was going to be a better player. And now Wirfs all of a sudden is, a million times better football player than Becton. I think if we give him a chance to get on the field, he can be that dominant player for us. And I think we got to trust him a little more. But I definitely think we also have to invest in swing tackle, though. You do need a backup plan. He's been banged up. And then wide receiver, we got to get a game breaker at wide receiver.
Okay, so who do you want?
Cooper is intriguing. Brandon Cooks.
Cooper. He's not. You're trading for him, or you
trade for him? Yeah,
you're gonna trade for Amari Cooper, not contract.
I don't think you have to give a second for him. That's the thing. I think we can give him like a 3rd rounder with that contract at his age. Not many years left on the deal. They need cap space, and they'd be trading him to the AFC, which is also, we forget, like, they care about that. The Cowboys. They don't want to give him. Everyone's saying the Packers are going to get him. They're not giving him to the Packers. They want to win a Super Bowl. They don't want. All
right, so you're going to give up what? What are you going to give up?
I'll give like a third and a 5th, maybe a 3rd this year, a 4th next year, something like that. I also like Brandon Cooks as an option. You can get him for like a 5th or 6th rounder. He's explosive. He's a little older.
He's been on like 30 teams.
Yeah, but he's put up numbers on 30 teams. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver, I think, every year in his career. So I think he can really make an impact for Zach Wilson and help him grow. And if you trade a 5th-round pick for him, you get 2 good years out of him.
If you trade a 5th-round pick for him, you could probably get it. You could probably draft your own pick, a younger player, and develop them instead of having a Brandon Cooks.
A 5th-round pick for Brandon Cooks, I think, is worth it. He put up like 1,100 yards on the Texans last year and like 80 catches. Like, you saw him, bake Bryce Hall in the game we played up the middle of the field for that touchdown.
That's fine. So, I mean, let me look up his numbers. I've always been down on Brandon Cooks. He just bothers me for some reason. Maybe look up his numbers real quick.
Yeah, he's a little undersized. He's very similar to Elijah Moore, which is a little concerning. But if you get him for the right price, a productive veteran receiver you can trust.
Let's see. Last year, you're right. He had 90 catches, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns
on a bad team.
And the year before,
and he's
30. He had 81 the year before. He had back-to-back really good years.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know he was that good last year. Shit.
He ran like a 4th 2.8 at the draft, something like that.
He's had some. Dude, look at his career numbers. He had some monster years. He had 78. He had 84 catches for 1,100 yards, 78 catches for 1,100 yards, 65 catches for 1,000, 80 for 1,200 yards, 81 for 1,100. Damn, he's had a really good career.
Exactly. He's underrated. He's been tossed around. He's been on kind of like
that's
oddly
wild.
Irrelevant teams, and
he's had some monster seasons, man.
Exactly. So I think he can. You put a guy like that with Zach Wilson, where he can really trust him. You have Corey Davis, who's another veteran, Elijah Moore with a chance to break out. You don't give up that much for him. You get a really good receiver for a 5th-round pick, proven. I think that's definitely worth it. Even if you're paying him a lot, we have cap space.
Well, this year he's making $16 million.
And how many years are left on his deal?
There's an out after this year, I think, isn't there?
Yeah, so after this year. Trade a 5th-round pick for him for a year. If you have the cap space next year, and
so you're going to give him you'd have to give him an extension then, because he's going to be 29 years old, making 60. You're not going to trade a pick for a guy making $16 million for a year, then lose him. You have to
I
trade
mean, if
from
it's a
his keep
fifth
on.
rounder and it helps Zach Wilson really flourish,
Yeah, you're gonna pay
grow,
$16 million for 1 year and a draft pick? That's not worth it.
you wouldn't give up $16 million for Zach
$16 million
Wilson?
a year and draft picks for guys only going to be here 1 year? No.
I'm not a fifth round pick.
Still, it's a fifth round pick and $16 million.
Yeah, but
For
we got to spend the
for a
money.
1 year rental.
I can see what you're saying, but I think everyone's saying we got to do anything we can to help Zach. You help him have a really good productive year. You help his team win some more games. You know, you give him, you take the monkey off his back in New York and stuff, and you give him a chance to like really flourish. I think that's worth it. I would pay the fifth round pick any day of the week.
How's the only $8 million? It says it's here. It says
I think the Texans retained some of his guaranteed money.
It says his base salary is 12.5 this year. I don't know this shit. I'll have to bring Afram back on.
Or I mean, if there's an out, that means we also have the chance to keep him. So you have him for 2 years if he does really good. But I mean, I think he's an option. What else was I gonna say? I think we also really need to spend his cap space too. Like we need, obviously not foolishly, but I think the allure of getting a rookie quarterback is the rookie contract.
Oh wait, look at this. Wait a minute. Look at what happened. Look at this.
Oh, there we go. Tyrone.
Got jokes. What's up, big dog?
What's up?
I've been watching the show for a while, man. What's going on?
You were in the studio. I just seen a link just now. You called me. You just called me. I didn't see this shit. I'm doing the show.
I called you like 3 times, bro. I was like, yo, send a link. Bro,
Fuck, I'm doing. You see how busy I am here?
I've been watching you. I've been watching.
He's been keeping up. He's been keeping up.
So Tyrone, do you want to trade for Brandon Cooks?
Fifth round pick.
I was just about to touch that. Nah, you know what? Listen, I don't know if I do a 5th round pick, maybe a 6 or something like that, just because he has produced. You know what I'm saying? He has done his thing over the years, but you know what I'm saying? I'd rather get a rookie. I'd rather get a rookie receiver. I think this draft is going to be filled with great rookie receivers. I think we have a chance of getting somebody coming in that can really get the job done. So if the worst case scenario, you know what I'm saying, he's the last one left, yeah. But I think that Jody's going to draft his own guy. He wants somebody in there that's going to be able to do what he wants to do and get it done. Especially a young guy with Zach, man, pairing them 2 guys together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hoping to actually take two receivers in this draft. I'm really looking forward to something like that.
Yeah, true. I think the big thing with the 5th round pick is you can get him. You know you're going to get a guy that can put up 1,000 yards his first year, and then you still have 2 top 10 picks to fill other holes because we have a lot of holes. So that's why
it's a 5th round pick, and I guess apparently according to Afram, it's a 5th round pick and say $8 million, $9 million a year. That's still for a 1 year rental though.
Yeah, but I mean, you wouldn't take it. And then you said there's an opt out, so I think you keep him for the extra year. It's interesting. I like him a lot. I think it's worth it to let your young quarterback flourish. I would if you told me I could spend a 5th round pick and $16 million for us to win 8 games next year. I'm not saying that's what happens, but give us a much better chance to do it. I would do it. But but the main thing is I think we got to spend this money. Like the big thing is huh?
I said, well, what about other needs, though? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that we have more pressing needs than that. I think in the draft, that I think we're definitely going to get, a top-tier guy and probably another guy as well that comes in. It's going to be kind of special team or banger or whatever it is. But I just think we're going to draft. I think we're going to draft a receiver early. I really do.
Well, like top 10.
Yeah, I do. I think the guy, you know what I'm saying? I think there's a couple of guys in here that can come in and hit the ground running. I know guys are skeptical about that. In the second round, though, you got the kid from Penn State. You got the kid
Dobson's
from
a good player.
Yeah, exactly. Another kid, the kid from North Dakota State. This kid's climbing the charts, man. So
I saw some of his highlights.
Yeah, it's going to be some players in there, man, that can come in from day one and contribute. You have to understand, we still got Elijah, we still got Davis. So you don't fill that up with somebody. It's not that we're bringing in the veteran in as well, but if we re-sign Barrios, you know what I'm saying? Two more rookie receivers right there before the go. So I think we'll be okay.
Here's one.
Yeah.
Trade Mims for Cooks. We actually on the hook for 8.7.
Oh, yeah,
he's 29.
I like
Absolutely.
that. I would do that tomorrow.
Absolutely.
But
Joe, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. All right. Nice talking to you.
No
fighting this.
Yeah.
So Tyrone, we have right now the chat. Well, first of all, it's good to see you. The chat is concerned. They said, "Are you feeling okay? Like you haven't slept in a week?"
Yeah.
Then Ball says Tyrone blink twice, needs to contact the authorities. The word about your welfare, man.
Yo, man, listen.
They said your beard's getting very long.
I started this new account, man, and it's been killing me. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's like 14 hours a day, bro, and it's killing me. And actually Friday's gonna be my last day, so I'll hopefully get back to some kind of normalcy. But yeah, I've been going crazy. I've been working like 14 hours a day, so it's been a lot.
Damn, 7 days a week?
Like 6. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to the
Damn.
point to yeah, man. It's been that bad, man. You know, but it's been a blessing at the same time, man. But it's been, man, I haven't done work like this in a while. You know what I'm saying? So I've been.
You look thinner too.
Well, I'm working on it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Eating right, baby. You know what I'm saying? Got my stuff in here. Keep
What you
my
got?
water.
What the hell is that shit?
Yo, this is my water with a little bit of extra help in it, man.
That
So,
water, that looks like that water's little. What kind of water are you drinking, man? It's not.
Hey,
It's
listen,
like shit looks
listen.
purple.
You know it is. You know what's crazy? This is
Special
my
water?
Yes, sir. This is my second one of the day, though. So
What the
I've
hell is
been
in that stuff?
Yo, man, I have to tell you that. It's
Oh
a little,
boy.
nah, nothing crazy. Nah, man, listen, it's just a little powdery form of you know what I'm saying, just additives I need for myself to help me, you know what I'm saying, energy wise and
So Afram wants to know how your weight loss is going.
Yo, for real, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Last week I had a setback. I was on the show last week because I was actually at the doctor's office because I got hurt. But
What the hell did you get hurt doing?
Yo, listen, man. Yo, bro, my knee was done, bro. Like, yo, where's my brace at, bro? The brace somewhere?
What are we doing here?
Yo,
This
listen,
is just.
Don't
become Let's Talk Jets version of Becton, man. Nobody likes it.
I'm just trying to tell you, man. Like just overdoing some things, man, and not understanding that I can't hit the ground running like I want to. Afram told me, to be easy with it, take my time with it. I've been watching you run like, yo, you about to run 4 miles every 4 hours or 48 hours. Fuck you.
Yes, sir.
What am I supposed to do, man? I can't let you do that by yourself, man. So, I'm trying. I was surprised you would jump in it, right? And I realized that I would support you from the sidelines, though. Like, yo, Tyson, let's go. Because you by
Crazy,
yourself
man.
on that one. Yo, are you ready for that, man? How you feeling about that, bro? Like, that's big, man.
Good, man. This training's been hard, dude. It's probably been the hardest I've ever done. Like we did on Saturday, I did like 8.5 miles on elliptical, and then I did 7 boxing rounds of sparring. Then I did 3 rounds of pad work. I lost 4.5 pounds in like 3.5 hours.
I need your kind of work. I want to say something though, man, and I wanted to say this last week though, man. Like, yo, bro, I'm so proud of you, bro. Like, and the funny thing is, I had a friend reach out to me, just about mental health, about especially men not being able to discuss what goes on in our lives because we carry a lot and we hold it all in. And it was like, yo, I was like, man. So I put a muscle in my man's about to do this thing. He's like, boom, boom. He wants support, and I'm like, it's just amazing what you're doing, bro. Now, like that's a lot, Tyson. I'm really gonna be supporting you. I know you're gonna get it done. And the chat know you're gonna get it done. But man, yo, 4 miles every 4 hours, 48 hours, bro. Like how are you? Like you're not gonna feel your legs, bro. It's gonna be nothing left, man.
But you gotta you prepare for it, man. You gotta get like all the food prep in advance. Like I actually went for cupping tonight. You ever get cupping done before?
No, I never had it done before.
Yeah, I did it. I had like an hour and 20 minutes of cupping done tonight, and then I'm gonna do cryotherapy on Saturday, like halfway through. Hopefully that helps because it's like, dude, I'm old as fuck, and this shit's just hard, man. The hardest thing is it's just the weather's gonna be cold, so you got to bundle up, which makes it even harder. It's gonna be 40 degrees, so you can't run in a t-shirt and shorts. You got to wear a sweatshirt, which means you sweat more, which means you're gotta stay, you gotta stay hydrated, which is a challenge. Like there's so much like when you first announce you're gonna do it, it's really cool. And then you're like, fuck, man, that's a lot of shit you got to worry about. Because it's not just a running, dude. It's like on no sleep. And then it's like, all right, when on the second day when you're on no sleep, you got to drive to places to do things. So you got to get people to drive you. Like it's a lot of coordinating, man.
Oh, man. If you would have did 24 hours every 4 hours, I could have respected you. But the 48, man, that's I'm telling you, man, like, yo, I'm so proud of what you're doing, bro. And I hope everyone understands, man, how important this is, just to be able to what I'm saying, like you said, break the silence, baby. You know what I'm saying? You got to say something. So, but man,
no, I appreciate it, man. And the really cool thing is we've gotten a lot of support, which is really nice. And like as of like today, I'm over like $3,100, dude. Raised over $3,000, which is crazy, man. So I appreciate all the chat. I appreciate everybody sharing the word, and it goes to the National Alliance for Mental Illness. And they do a lot of really cool things. That was the one thing I researched, man. Is like, you're gonna raise money, make sure it goes to a really good organization, not some half-ass shit that they pay all administrative fees and goes to the salaries of some bozo in like Alaska or some shit. They do a lot of really cool stuff in the community, man. Like I actually researched them, talked to them. It's like the money's legit. So I'm excited, man. Let's see what happens.
Like, Like, yo, listen, but what's your downtime? Are you gonna be off the next day, or you have to go to work on Monday, or what, bro? Like,
I'm gonna take. I'm taking off the Monday. I'm gonna have to, dude. Because like it ends at 5 o'clock
done.
on Sunday, which means it probably ends at like 6 o'clock on Sunday, and then it's like you haven't slept for 2 days. So I'll probably take off Monday and see how I feel. Maybe take off Tuesday too. Just
So are you gonna be recording while you're running, or what's going on with that, man? How are we gonna?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Part of it is part of like the obligation, not commitment you make is that you put on social media every time you do it. So like at 5 o'clock, David Goggins goes live at 5 o'clock, and you're supposed to always post every time you do it to prove that you're actually doing it. Everybody can say, "Hey, man, yeah, I just run 5 miles." Yeah, okay, right. Let me see it. So you got to show like either your watch. I have like a Garmin watch that tracks how far you run. You got to show your watch, show the treadmill, show whatever you're doing to prove that you actually did it. So every 4 hours, if you follow me on social media, you'll be seeing some bullshit from me from Friday to Sunday, be like 4 miles down, or you'll see me face first in the road laying there, whatever it is.
I'm sharing that shit every time I see you do that, bro.
Let's see, man.
It's gonna be out there, bro. Like that's it, man. That's a really big move, man.
No, I appreciate all the support. But let's go back to some bigger stuff. Primetime Tyrone, is your first call to you in free agency. The first call you make is to who?
Probably Sheriff and and Commanders, whatever the damn name is.
The injuries don't bother you, right?
No, not really. I just think that, because I don't know if I want to go. I don't know if I want to go guard. I like the kid at NC State. I like him first, but in this free agency, I definitely want to fix our offensive line. He's probably the first guy I'm calling, or maybe the other guard from Chicago. I forgot old boy's name.
Daniels.
Another guy that I think we'll get. Then probably my 1A call, my 1B call will probably be to the tight end in Dallas. I'm definitely giving him a phone call and seeing what he's looking for. And I'm gonna tell you somebody else that might surprise you, man. Who I might make a phone call to. Von Miller.
Von Miller.
Yes, sir. Von Miller. I think that, you know what I'm saying? I think with a contract, you know what I'm saying, maybe 12, 13 million a year. You know what I'm saying? What we have already. I'm not basing. Listen, free agency is the draft is to fix what you don't get in free agency, or to get something that you need. So I think that Joe D, if he's showing us anything, he's gonna attack free agency to fix all our holes and needs. And you know what I'm saying? I think anything after that, I don't think we're going to go out here and spend a bunch of crazy money, but I think he's going to get 1 or 2 players that we need. Like last year, you know what I'm saying? Nobody saw Lawson coming here, you know what I'm saying? And boom, he signed, you know what I'm saying? So I think Davis was also a good signing too. He just didn't work out the way we thought he was. But I think that he's going to definitely try to improve this team from the inside out. So that's and also, that's what I do. What about you?
Well, we have a very pressing question from the chat here. Coach Sal's got a question for you. You ready for this?
Okay. What's up, Coach?
Tyrone, when are you making more videos?
Yeah, listen. I told you, man, I'll be back on my regular schedule next week. So,
what's your schedule? One video every 3 months? What is
No. My work schedule. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I'm being honest with you, man. I've been running on fumes, man. Like I've been this. Well, you know how you like Tyson says it's a bright idea to do something, and it was profitable, and I just thought that it was really gonna, and when I got involved in it, and the numbers aren't what I thought it was gonna be. Things didn't work out the way I thought it was gonna work out. So I'm not a coward, I'm not a quitter. So I told my agent, look, I'll give you till the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? You can find someone else, but this is not for me.
Bro, I did the same thing about a year ago. I took on something where I was like, oh, this is gonna be all this.
Yep.
Ran myself completely into the ground, and I was like, this isn't worth it, man. Like, this is not what I expected, and it's definitely not worth it. I did the same thing about a year ago.
I counted the profit to the factor and everything I do, and it's not only that, it's just not ran right. You know what I'm saying? So like things could be ran a lot more smoother, and I understand it's a new project to get it off the ground. And he wanted me on the project, so that was a big thing for him. Like I said, they flew me out to Dallas first class. I mean, everything was, like I said, they showed love. You know what I'm saying? But nah.
All right,
I got you though. Next week, baby. Next week, I will be putting the video out, man. I'm gonna put them out. Listen to me very carefully.
I think Primetime did that about 3 months ago.
Yo, once a week, I'm putting out a video. Once a week, I'm putting out a video.
Everybody hear this? So wait a minute. Once a week, you put out a video. What is the punishment if you don't? You'll eat a ghost pepper.
What about a shotgun?
Why not a ghost pepper, man? One a week, and if you don't, you have to eat a ghost pepper on the stream.
All right, deal.
All right. Now we're making progress. Let's bring on Chris. So, Chris, you heard this, right?
I heard part of it. My fiance was texting me from upstairs. So
Tyrone just said he's going to make one video a week. And if he doesn't, the punishment is he eats a ghost pepper.
You're going to be eating a lot of ghost peppers, man.
No, I don't want to. Hey, Chris, you know what, Chris? I'm mad at you
What's
anyway,
up,
man. Like, I'm really hating on you, man, because I told my lady, I was like, I showed her the ice box. I was like, I want that, But she's looking up for me, For real talk, man. Like, bro, I'm secretly hating on you, man. I love you to death, man, but that ice box is crazy.
Oh man, yeah, that means a lot. And hey, Tyson's gonna be coming up. You say you're gonna be home and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to come up and check out the man cave. Come hang out, and we'll go grab some food, man.
Hey, bro,
Open invitation. Same with Kevin.
I'm coming up, bro. I'm stealing the ice
Let's
box.
do it. Let's do it, man. I'll show you guys a good time.
Take the ice box home.
What's up, balls? Tyson knows I could show you some good food. We could go grab some good food.
Absolutely.
First, I know you're saying you're running on fumes and stuff, Tyrone, but not to get all preachy and stuff. Just be careful, especially with you driving, man. Just make sure you're good and everything like that.
I would never do anything that's going to be.
No, for sure. I wouldn't think you would. Tyson, I just realized you're not even going to be able to watch the UFC fights this weekend, will you?
No, actually, I can because I can watch them on my phone as I'm running.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Because the runs are at 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock, so I could actually watch it in between too, keep me awake.
Hey, there you go. Something to focus on, at least a little bit different.
Yeah, man. ESPN Plus, thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So real quick, who you got? Taking Kobe or taking?
Yep.
Jorge?
Taking
Kobe. I think Kobe's gonna win, but I don't want him to. I don't like Kobe. I just don't.
Covington's good, man. He's lapping.
He's good. I just don't like him. I don't like how he carries himself. It's douchey to me. But
you know what he's done? He sold himself to the point where everybody hates him, and everybody's gonna want to watch him lose. You tune in to watch him. I hate that guy. I want to see him get his ass beat. Yeah. What do? You get the pay per view.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Smart business though, man.
Yep,
somebody look at Floyd Mayweather made billions on top of that, man. Just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Somebody got to be the bad guy. You got to root for somebody.
Yep.
So what are you thinking about about the combine this week? Yeah, I got a question. What do you guys feel about our coach not being there?
I made a video on it, Tyrone. Thanks for the support, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, I told you what I've been doing, bro.
Tyson, give him a break, man. He's injured. He's not going to make videos. He's injured. He's going on IR. No media availability.
You want to know something? Technically, my check was a little short this week, man.
I haven't seen you in a month.
I mean, just saying, it was a little short, man. I mean, hey, listen, the contract doesn't state that one time, baby, one time.
Tyrone, the check's probably less because you probably burned through your PTO already. So.
Listen. See how y'all do me, man? Y'all do me. Like last week, I didn't even get nobody called. It was like, Tyrone, you all right? I know you hurt. Whoop. I ain't getting none of that, man. So
bro, I'm working 3 jobs and doing a fundraiser. You have no idea. Lucky I can find my phone at times. Right now, I probably 75 messages I haven't read right now. Shit.
But hey,
so Chris, who's the first person to free agency you're gonna call? Like who do you? No, that's not the question. Wait, change that question. The George Fant situation. Would you try to extend him or let him play out this year?
I'm at the point where I'm not counting on Becton. I think he will prove the doubters wrong, but I don't want to take the chance. And besides, it'd be a good problem to have. I'd rather secure him, hope for the best from Becton, and then we deal with the good problem if we have it on our hands.
So
there's going to be no shortage.
3 years, 3 years, 38 million, something like that. Keep him.
So that's what, like
12 million a year, 12 something million a year.
I still think we're going to have to probably come in above that a little bit. We could get it for like under 15 per, but I'd rather do something, even if it's like 14, rather than risk he doubles down and does as good, if not better, than he did this year. And then you're looking at probably 18 plus. So, and I mean, like, it would suck, like, especially if he beats Beckman out again and that becomes his spot. And then it's the talk of, Douglas took the wrong person. And you could argue that, but then at the same point, hey, we have our tackle. We know now. It's one less
Well, that's-
situation we have to
Well,
address.
that's almost the thing. Like, if you pay him now before he beats out Becton, that's kind of like the double-edged sword, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like, say you
Yeah,
pay him
true.
now and Becton beats him out, you're now paying your right tackle $14 million a year.
Yeah.
But if you don't pay him and he beats Becton out, now he's like, you know what? Now I want more money because now I'm your starting left tackle. So it's
and
like,
you know what? The people that are going to make the argument, whether if it's the good or the bad one, that's just going to be what they do anyway. You know, it's all you could. You know, if someone's going to record a video, it's predetermined. You know who's going to have what kind of take when it comes to it.
Yep.
So, but I was thinking about this. So last week we talked about.
Tyrone. Good.
No, I'm a quick point though. Listen, even if that occurred that way, we're not paying Becton right now anyway. And the way it's looking, we're not going to extend Becton. So
He's only his third year.
I understand that, but listen.
No, was it Kyler Murray now?
No, listen. No. Listen. Are you picking up Becton's fifth year option? From what we've seen right now, if we're going to make a decision, exactly. So why not?
But we don't have to do that right now. That's a conversation after this season.
One more year. But even if he has a good year next year, are you really looking at? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're gonna make him play it out because he hasn't shown you enough, right? So Fan has came in and played exceptionally well. So to me, you extend Fant now. You know what I'm saying? Before he gets down the road, and regardless, you have a left tackle or you have a right tackle that's playing at a high level, right?
Yes, I see where you're coming from. You definitely make a good point. So last week we talked about seems like the three perennial free agents or soon-to-be free agents that are going to always be on the Jets' radar: Allen Robertson, Brandon Scherff, and Fowler.
Yep.
Who would you want the most, and who would you want the least out of that? Because they're all definitely positions in need still, yet again. So,
I mean, Scherff makes a lot of sense because it's a need. It's a legitimate need. So if I had to rank them, I'd probably say Scherff, Robinson, Fowler.
Yeah, I'll flip your 1 and 2, but yeah, Fowler for me is going to be.
Would you? But here's a question. I didn't realize he was a free agent. I must not have been paying attention. Would you want Stefan Gilmore?
He's a free agent? Well, that makes two of us then. So
I had no idea. I thought he was on a contract.
No.
But he's what, 32 years old though. So would you want a Gilmore?
Definitely.
What was Revis when he came back here? How old was he? Around the same mark, right?
No. He was like 29, 30.
For his second contract, Revis?
Yeah, when he came back
when he came back from Tampa. I mean, not from Tampa. Yeah, from Tampa.
No, from New England, right?
From New England.
Yeah, New England.
Had
to be close to that mark.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, someone's gonna fall. It's like
you're gonna be paying a lot of money for a guy
you fall off that cliff.
But in our system, Gilmore, he'll kill. You know what I'm saying? We're a zone heavy system.
Yeah, but when he's killing, he's be paying him a lot of money though, man.
Yeah. Hey, who are you talking to? When you were talking to Joe about giving up the pick and paying $16 million. I just
Brandon
came
Cooks.
in like tail end of that conversation. What was that?
Brandon Cooks.
$16 million for Brandon
Well,
Cooks.
I guess Afram corrected me because I didn't know much about his contract. He's slated to make $16 million, but I guess if they traded him, we'd only be on the hook for like $8 or $9 million. But my point was you'd be paying $8 or $9 million plus draft compensation for a 1-year rental. And I don't want to do that.
No, I wouldn't want to pay for the 1-year rental. Like I have no problem like paying that, doing like a trade compensation and then a big salary if it's going to be someone that sticks and grows with Zach too, but not like you said, not for a 1-year rental.
You want like building blocks,
there's nothing with that because what are you going to do? You're going to build by the time you build a rapport with him and it's like 3/4 of the way through the season, then he's gone anyway. And then it's, Zach's only going to have to, build that rapport with somebody else. So you either have to commit, just grab a receiver at 10 if we stay there, or sign a free agent receiver. Like
you just want like long-term answers, man. Like you see other teams, like you want like 3 or 4 guys that Zach Wilson sees week in and week out for the next 5 years. Your running back, your receivers, and your tight end.
I do think we'll see some of that this year. I don't think we're gonna. Not to say we're not going to see any of the 1-year deals and stuff like that, but I think you're going to see those deals that are structured like the Lawson and the Corey Davis, where you're hoping on the upside, hoping to hit it, but if not, you have that easy out after the second year.
Well, that's good business, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
If they pan out, you got a guy under contract for 4 years. If they suck, they're gone in 2.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But I don't
to answer this question, I like James Bradbury. So if the Giants cut him, I actually like him. I like the way I would take him.
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, I wanted him before he signed with the Giants, bro.
So did I.
Yeah, we were going crazy over that shit, bro. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, man, that'll be a great pickup.
But I'm gonna get bouncing. I didn't get too much sleep last night, so our cat
Who
went in
needs
for
sleep, man? Tyrone's not sleeping. I'm not sleeping. Nobody needs sleep, man.
This team no sleep, man.
I got to try to get up and get back to the gym. I didn't make it today. The cat went in for surgery.
Is the cat all right? I saw
yeah,
that.
He's okay. So he when we rescued him, he had like some issues with his teeth. Like he loves under his chin rub, but like when you get to like the jawbone, like you could tell he was hesitant. So she finally got him into the vet last week, and the vet, he wasn't really being too cooperative. So said he definitely has some teeth issues. Bring him in, we'll give him like the deep cleaning and whatnot. So it turns out that he had to get 3 teeth pulled, and he has they diagnosed him with some kind of condition that basically the body rejects teeth altogether. It doesn't, like, the body doesn't think that they're supposed to be there. So at some point, and it could have been before we got him too, he cracked a tooth, but then rather than the decaying tooth just fall out, the gum ended up covering over the tooth. So he had to be in like horrible amounts of pain and stuff like that. So so he's back. He's resting now. Fed him a little bit of like, pate and some like liquid treats and stuff like that.
Give him some whiskey. Shit.
But last night, so he has a tendency to wake us up like 2:30, 3 o'clock. So we started feeding him like 3 times a day, like portion it out and give him the last bit right before bed. That way, we could hopefully sleep through the night. But, he couldn't eat or drink anything past 8 o'clock last night. So we had to pick up all the water, pick up all the food. And then when I get to the top of the steps, he's sitting over where his food should be, like, come on, feed me. But then starting at like 1 a.m, just constantly in the room, like every 20 minutes. So I didn't sleep at all. So that's what I'm going to do now. But
have a good night, man. Good luck with your cat.
You too. I just wanted to come on. I know messaging back and forth, but what you did is awesome. You already raised, like you said, over $3,000, man. That's
crazy.
That's a testament to you. That's a testament to.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank
you. You helped me out, too. I appreciate your support too.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Absolutely. You're a friend. So whether it's you, Tyrone, Kevin, any one of you had something, I'd support it. So, but yeah, good luck, man. Take care of yourself. Do good. Tyrone, I want you to lose those pounds, man. I wanna pay off one of those Benjamins, send that to a good cause. So heal up that knee. Yeah. I'm down about 15, so I'm
there you go.
That's good, bro. Keep going. Yeah, so it's a hard fight.
You and me, we got it.
It's a hard fight, ain't it, bro? It's a hard fight.
Yeah, it's no fun. It's no fun. But all right, guys, you guys take care. Everybody in the chat,
Chris.
Have a good night, man.
Have a good one, bro.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, Chris is always very good, man. I like Bradbury too.
Man.
What do you congratulate me for? I didn't do shit. I'm just talking to these guys. That cat story was pretty crazy, though.
Yo, yeah, bro. Listen, give him some rhythm.
Yeah. That's just. All right, we're gonna go to. We got a couple more here. We'll go to Dylan. What's up, man?
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, bro? How you, man?
Good. How's your night?
Excellent, man. How's yours?
All right, bro.
Good. I've been resting. My college gave me the week off, so.
You've been resting?
Yeah, bro.
That? I need that life, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
because like my study, my coursework is like pretty like rigorous. So like, I would like go to sleep at like 3 a.m, and then I'd wake up at like around like 7. So
there you go.
So because it's a grind. So like they.
What do you study?
Oh, so I'm studying management and information systems.
Nice.
All right, bro.
Yeah. So
man.
Very good.
Put that work in benefit later. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm in the honors program, so I had to like study. I had to keep my grades can't really slip. So like I'm always like have a book in my hand. So like our school had a week off for break, so I'm finally get to like relax and like catch up on all the news I missed and stuff. So it's nice.
Hey man, proud of you, bro. Proud of you, man, on the honors thing, bro. Handle that.
Yeah, keep at it, man. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Call
So,
Joe D and help him out, man. Like, yo, draft coming up, yo. Get on it, man. We need help.
hey, I do analytics, so I actually might be useful. So,
shit. Well, if he doesn't, you can help us. We don't know shit. So,
sure, man. Just hit my lineup, bro. I'll send you what you need.
So, what are you thinking about the combine this week, man? What do you think we should do, man? What direction we should go for agency? What's going on?
All right. So I said this numerous times to Tyson before.
Did I agree with you?
To a certain degree, I think you did. You didn't really give me a yes or no answer. You kind of just like, you did one of these.
All right, let's hear it again. Maybe.
So I think I said like our team has so many holes that I think it's hard to kind of like fuck up like our 4th and 10th pick because like you can go.
How long have you been a Jet fan?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you how long.
Well, I'll just clarify. It's not hard for us to fuck up. We just hope they don't. We as a long time. I assume that I'm never going to assume that we're going to be perfect or always nail everything because history says we're not going to. But
no, me not telling you how long I've been a fan is how many years. I don't want to tell you how miserable I am for the past like 20 years.
Like I feel okay about the direction of the team, but I'm not going to be that confident. Like, yeah, it's hard to fuck up this draft.
Because we are the Jets and we do tend to like fuck up all the time, like for no reason. So,
right, Tyrone? I'm
feeling good.
I'm not good.
Burning Goldstein. That's all I need to say.
Like for all I know, we can take like Derek Stingley at 4 and like I don't even want to. Jameis Williams at 10. Like I can't even imagine. I wouldn't be surprised, but like regarding to free agency, honestly, my optimal choices, hypothetically, I heard some news regarding Thibodeau falling down to 4 or slipping. I don't know what's going on. Apparently, he's not like his mind is like kind of like not into it. He only wants
he doesn't love the game of football.
Yeah,
so
he wants to like promote his brand or whatever. Yeah. I don't believe that for a second because like I don't know, but there's always that one guy like every year the media tries to that's really high on the list and they try to freaking bring his pedestal down a little bit and then he ends up being a freaking stud. That's kind of what they did with Micah Parsons, where they said Micah Parsons is like this overrated linebacker. Yeah, he's just really athletic, but like in the NFL the speed's a lot faster and like he almost won defensive player of the year as a rookie. So it just shows you the media are a bunch of idiots, like 95% of the time. So definitely at 4. Go ahead, Tyron.
The biggest deal with him is his interview process. They're saying that he's really bombed on his interviews. But like you said before, this is what they do every year. They always pick 1 or 2 guys that they try to trash down. And you know what? It's all stuff getting spin right now. So it's
but Tyrone, but you know what that also is though. Sometimes teams leak that information because they want the player to fall to them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all spin. Why wouldn't you throw trash on him, hoping this guy drops to 6 or 7 or 8?
Because right now, especially now with social media, dude, all you need is like somebody, Ian Rappaport, or one guy to say it, and all these fan bases regurgitate the same thing. Oh, he sucks. He sucks. Yeah, like say with Deshaun Watson only throws 55 miles an hour. He can't do this. And
I don't care what.
That's why I don't.
He got. If he's there for Joe D, you better grab him. I'm telling you.
That's why like I don't rely on smaller outlets of like media because they're the one that tend to spit the most bullshit, and then all the fans are hungry to see what the organizations can do, and they think they're a reliable source. Are actually really misled. So like you said, Tyson, like unless if it's like Ian Rappaport, unless it's like Adam Schefter. Well, Adam Schefter kind of fucked it up with the he had like I forgot what he did.
He blew it a couple times, but
he said Tom Brady's retiring. I mean, besides that debacle, but like for the most part, those are the 2 guys I rely on for big source of information. So, if a media outlet thinks that this person is like not like into it or he doesn't love football, I don't know what the hell that even means. You don't love football, don't play it then.
Well, it's funny because if you think about it, what is everybody saying about what is Saleh and Joe Douglas keep saying? They want guys who love the game of football. They want guys who love the game of football. So it's almost the complete opposite of what they're saying about Thibodeau right now, which is just funny.
I think it's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't think that they mean because I think everybody loves football in the league for the most part, right? I think it's the matter of fact, like, are you addicted to it?
I think do you love the game? Do you want to put in the extra work? Do you love the grind? Do you love like the hard work, the rehab, the physical nature of practice, and all the film study? Like there's a different level, man. You see that in any sport, man. Like there's some guys that are just football junkies or baseball junkies or whatever it is, and there's guys like it's like the game. They like playing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so and like I wouldn't mind Thibodeau at 4.
I wouldn't mind either.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind.
Try to slip.
Yo.
Unless I know, like the Lions are like not that good of an organization. The Texans, you never know. If he slips, I will be so angry if we do not take Thibodeau as he falls into our lap and we say, I think our whole fan base would be heated. We would completely imagine media like the Jets Twitter, bro.
Well, see, but here's the only thing that's something I talked about with somebody before is say he drops to 4. The one thing the Jets really need if they want to maximize this draft is a player to get hot if they want to trade back. That could be a guy that you could trade back for. So if a team is like 7, 8, 9, whatever, and they want to trade up, that could be your opportunity to get more draft picks if that's something you wanted to do.
Ooh, that's a good point. That's actually very interesting because I've only seen news regarding us trading back the 10th round pick for whatever that may be.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's worth to trade it up. We already have 2 premium picks. I don't think.
If there was a scenario for somebody to trade up, that could be it if he falls.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But like Thibodeau, like I said, Thibodeau at 4. I wouldn't mind Evan Neal what's his name? I just said it.
Thibodeau. He can go 1. Neal can go 1. They're saying now.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Neal can go 1. I've now seen mock drafts saying that.
Hold on 1 second, Dylan. Marcus, I'm sorry, bro. I saw your message before. We're going into springtime, man. We don't need hoodies in the spring. But if we do, I'll make one for you, man. So I saw your message before. I apologize, but yeah, we appreciate your support too. But we're going into nice weather now, man. What about t-shirts? We're embracing the warmth,
dude. That's what I'm saying. Hoodies are the best.
Wait, hold on. Unless Tyrone wants to make you one. Tyrone can make you one.
Yeah, I got the hookup, baby. You know what I'm saying?
They are comfortable as shit, though, man. These are nice.
Dude, hoodies are like the best piece of clothing ever created. It's so versatile. But like regarding what I was saying, like I've seen like mock drafts saying like Icky can go number 1, which was really weird. I've seen top 4 guys. I'm hypothetically speaking. I'm assuming that's going to go is probably Neal, Hutchinson, Thibodeau, and Icky. I don't know what the order. That's not in order. I'm just saying that's the 4 main guys are probably going to go. If we get, I don't even care if we get any one of 4 of those guys. I'm happy. As long as we don't put some like bullshittery like Kyle Hamilton at 4 or I've seen someone saying Sauce Gardner at 4. As long as you don't pull like an idiotic move.
Yeah, but the thing is, it all depends. I mean, it depends on what you do in free agency first. Like, who do you want? Like, who's your top 3 guys in free agency that you want?
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that's a very hard question because we need a lot. So, assuming
that dictates a lot in the draft too, man. If you load up on a certain position in free agency, you don't need that in the draft.
That's why it's hard to predict who we're going to take. That's true. But assuming that his mental health well-being is okay, definitely I want to talk with Atlanta regarding a trade with Calvin Ridley. I'm thinking of giving a second and a
Your thoughts, Tyrone? He's already shaking his head.
No, bro. No. Listen, man. Why would you listen? This prime time got y'all pumped on this. Listen, man. Really's not the answer, dude. I don't know why everybody's so stuck on him. He's not the answer. I mean, number 1, he has some things going on. Number 2,
no, he's not my number 1 option for sure. He's not my number 1.
I'm just saying, like, he doesn't. Number 1, he doesn't really fit the system. And 3, you got a whole bunch of kids that can come in, man, that can really from day 1. You know what I'm saying? Hit the ground running. So I don't want to disgruntle another receiver. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but go ahead, finish. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I understand it. Like most of you guys said, I also want Allen Robinson. He's my number 1 target, him or Amari Cooper. But
so wait, hold on. So the first phone call you make in free agency is to who?
Probably Allen Robinson. I don't think he's gonna come here.
Wait. Hold on. So it is March 14th at like midnight. Mm-hmm. You're Joe Douglas. The first phone call of every free agent you have out there is to Allen Robinson.
You put me in a tight spot, bro. I said Calvin Ridley, and I'm thinking only receivers now. I can't think of nobody else right now. Hold up, let me think about this.
I mean, take your time. It's just airtime.
This is just a 2-hour show. You got time?
You got time? We'll just sit here and just look at each other. No big deal.
Well, we do need safeties. Marcus Williams is Dude, I don't know, but Ty, you caught me so off guard, bro, because you said who you calling first.
Look.
And then Tyler said Calvin Ridley. Oh, he's not a good. He doesn't fit the scheme.
Let's make it easy. Let's make it easy. Pick a position group. What position group would you call first? If you were Jody.
Offensive line.
Okay. You calling Scherf?
No. Injury prone.
Injuries?
I'm good.
So you calling?
I heard the Bears have a right guard. I don't know what his name is.
Yeah.
I don't know what his price tag is.
You got Daniels, you got Tomlinson from the 49ers, everybody's talking about.
Tomlinson is a scheme fit. I think he might be worth his price tag might be a lot higher than Daniels.
Yep.
I'm assuming because he's a lot better of a player.
Yeah.
I think he was all pro, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's all pro, right?
Expensive as shit.
Yeah, he might be like a 4-year, like $50 million player. But definitely offensive line. You can never go wrong with offensive line. Safety, we have no safeties at all. LaMarcus Joyner, I don't know how I feel about him, how he's going to play off of injury.
Well, he's done. He had a 1-year deal, didn't he? He's out of here.
Yeah. Do you guys think we should bring him back? Because, I don't know how I feel about him.
I mean,
I'm okay with that.
I mean, that's not your only answer, though. You can get other guys out there that look better for a reasonable contract.
My dream would be to get Jesse Bates, but that's not going to happen. He's definitely going to sign with.
He didn't have that good of a year. He's gonna get big money, but he had a good playoff.
He's a dog. He's a dog, bro. He is a dog.
You want so now of all the needs we need, you're going to pay a safety. Yeah, but you're not going to pay a safety $15 million a year.
I'm not going to. If we can get him under our price range, that would be my dream. But we're not going to get him. It's unrealistic. He's probably going to re-sign with the Bengals and restructure his contract or whatever he needs to do.
To me, right now, your free agency plan is kind of up in the air, man. I'm not really convinced that you're.
Yeah, you caught me in a tight spot.
You're not really the good fit for our general manager. Good thing you're in school, man.
You know what it was? I said Calvin Ridley, bro, and then Tyrone just literally just stomped on a parade. I'm like, oh no,
he just mashed your call.
Yeah, he's caught me off guard.
But he's not a free agent, though. You had to trade for him. So
we had to trade for him.
You said Cooper. You know what I'm saying? Cooper contract you traded from Dallas is like $100 million, bro. He's like 20-something million next year. You don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Plus the draft compensation.
Bro, whatever you think, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
For me with Cooper, I'd let him just let the Cowboys play it out and cut him. They're gonna have to make a decision in March 20th or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, Cooper did get $100 million, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he got $100 million. Yeah, he got.
I completely forgot about that.
Crazy. Listen,
Dylan, see, the first thing you do is
that's gonna be a free fall, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
dude, I completely forgot he got paid $100 million for what, 5 years?
Yep, I think it was.
So?
Yeah, I could look up his contract. I think so.
What would you guys pay for Allen Robinson? Like, what would you offer him if he was interested in coming here?
Man,
he said 20. He said, listen. He said,
can't give him that.
A year?
Tagged him. He said 20. So he said
fuck 20, no, yeah. So, you're not coming here, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm good, bro.
Hey, you know what? Listen, I mean, I like Allen Robinson, but listen, he's an older player now. So why invest in that when you can get a young guy? You know what I'm saying?
How would you feel about J.C. Jackson?
Oof. You're breaking the bank for him, man. You're paying big money.
Hey, listen. He's going to be
a
day one signing.
Amari Cooper is $22 million a year the next 3 years.
Yeah, bro, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not paying. I can't pay $22 million on a receiver, bro. Even if he's really good, I can't, bro. It's really difficult, bro.
All right, Dylan. Thanks for calling him, man. We appreciate it. Get Tyrone.
No, I was saying I would sign Gallup though from Dallas, but he tore his ACL.
Yeah, Gallup is an alternative. I heard
him being hurt is scary. You know what I'm saying?
I heard some I read some articles on Twitter saying J.C. Jackson, the reason why the Patriots are doubting and re-signing him because he's not all in or he's cares more about himself rather than the team and then his camp is saying the opposite thing where
the Patriots are trying to diminish his value so he doesn't get they're trying to play the game too, man.
Yeah.
You
already know.
Well, you guys have a good night, bro. I'm sorry for waffling. You guys completely caught me off guard, bro.
Nah, you good, bro. You good.
Yeah, Tyrone caught me completely off guard.
Stay in the honors class. Keep making them grades, bro.
Stay in school, man. Definitely stay in school. Have a good night.
All right, bro.
Dude, you just started shaking. You started shaking his head. You're shaking his head. He completely lost it. He was done.
Nah, but everybody wants that Ridley move, man. It's just like a lot, bro. You want to give a second round for Ridley? I don't know.
Well, what's his
Maybe
face
after the
today?
draft.
What's his name? Steve Weiss said today they think he's a really good chance that Ridley's getting traded. The Falcons think he needs to change the scenery.
He probably does. And listen, he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but I just think that, listen, I'd rather go with a rookie this year in the draft. I'd rather get somebody that Zach can build chemistry with. I don't want a player that's going to come in, man, that has and it's not about his mental issues. It's about him just personally, being who he is. You know what I'm saying? Just coming in, it's just too much. Why do that? You have a young quarterback that needs somebody that can come in and grow with him for the next 4 or 5 years.
Well, see, the thing is too is like, is Amari Cooper as a free agent? Would he even want to come here, dude? Do you want to play with Zach Wilson? Not even being insulting to Zach Wilson. Do you want to play an offense that's just trying to figure it out, or go to an established offense that's already high flying?
I mean, I tell you what, though, if I had a choice between Ridley and Alan Cooper, with Cooper, I go with Cooper. I would. I definitely would.
Cooper's a good player, man.
He's a great player.
Ridley's young though, dude. The thing with Ridley is it's not his physical talent. It's not in the contract he wants. I don't even give a shit about that. It's just the unknown of where's his head at.
Yep,
like that's everything else, dude. He's a Pro Bowl caliber receiver, young, heading into the peak of his career. It's just, and the contract, he's gonna want a big time contract. Doesn't even bother me. It's just what else are you getting? It's just
absolutely Antonio Brown. You know what I'm saying? You might get an Antonio Brown. Exactly. So that right there, just man. Listen, we don't have Tom Brady on the other side. You don't have somebody that can withstand the storm. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody that can maintain. So I'll pass on that.
All right. So we have our cleanup hitter, a very powerful, a man that, according to everybody, beat Primetime in the rap battle, which is not surprising. I mean, that's just what he does. He's got a very, very popular YouTube channel. He's got a big fan base. He manages fantasy football leagues. There's all kinds of shit, this guy.
He's a GOAT, man.
He is.
All time.
And I can't wait to go to Seattle and hang out with him. What's up, man?
Jose!
Oh, my guys. Let me first off say hi to my baby Carl, legend.
Legend's on fire tonight.
I'm just fucking with you, Tyler. How you doing, man? How you doing, big bro? How you doing?
I love you, bro, man. I love you, man.
I miss you. I always miss your crazy ass.
I love you, baby.
Now, Tyson.
Yes, sir.
I have something I want to say.
Uh-oh.
Last week, it was out. Chaos and everything was bad. This week, it's been cool.
Yep.
Calm.
Yep.
I think hell froze over.
I didn't even fight with Steve tonight. Even Steve and I got along tonight.
That's why I think hell froze over.
I think so too.
And
you know what it is? We're embracing positivity.
You know what it is?
What?
Someone isn't here.
Oh, prime time?
To stir the pot.
Yeah, you started with me last week.
He's legend, man. Legend brings the peaceful out of Tyson.
Legend's like the angry security guard. We're all scared to get out of line when he's here. So, and Primetime's the instigator. Primetime had me all pissed off last week. I fought like 4 quarters in a row.
Yes, you did.
It's bullshit.
Now, go ahead and ask me the same question you've asked to everyone else.
Is Russell Wilson going to be a Giant?
No, he is. Stop
Russell Wilson's going to be a Commander now. That's
Stop it.
Whenever a player says, "I'm happy where I'm at right now," means he's out the door.
Yes,
Goodbye, Russell Wilson.
Stop it. I already have Trevor from Canada hitting on my comment section every other day.
Yep.
Shout out to Trevor, but anyway.
All right, so the first free agent you call is who?
Ryan Jensen.
The center. There you go.
So I can keep my quarterback alive.
That's a good call, man. I like Ryan Jensen. I like that one. That's a fucking good idea.
All these Amari Cooper, Calvin Ridley, I'm sitting back here laughing. I'm like, did you guys forget the Jets have an O-line problem and their quarterback missed 3 games last year?
So you can get Ryan Jensen, move McGovern to guard.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Or
you can,
or if he falls and Kayvon Thibodeau isn't there, you can draft Icky. I can't pronounce.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
can't pronounce his last name.
Yes, sir. NC State. Yes, sir.
That's a good job right there, Jose. That's a really good point, man.
That's what it is, baby.
That's
I told you the boss.
That's why I'm here.
That's it. Brian Jensen's a really interesting player, man. Good center. He's 31 years old, respected, leader, feisty. He give the offensive line an attitude.
Tough as nails, too, bro.
Yep.
Tough as nails, bro.
Definitely a leader. A lot of personal fouls, but that's all right.
Yes, sir.
Now that I've answered that,
Okay.
can I say how disappointed I am with the clown running Major League Baseball? Robert Manfred. God, give me strength. Give me strength. Give me strength. Give me strength.
You know the sad thing is baseball is already losing ratings and attendance was already down to begin with because just for a variety of reasons. They do shit like this. It's like, bro, I can honestly care less. Like, you know what? I'll watch UFC. I'll watch the USFL. I'll do whatever. I could very easily move on from baseball.
Hey, Tyson, I give you nothing but credit, admiration, and love for what you're doing on Saturday.
Oh, thank you, man.
How do I donate?
No, man, just donate. Don't donate, man. Just make sure just pray for me that I don't die.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't need the donation, man. I'm good. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome.
Tyrone.
Yes, sir.
Please, I know you want to lose weight, but please take it slow, brother.
I am, bro.
Don't kill yourself.
I am, bro. Trust me. I learned last week. I learned last week, man. Trust me. We in slow mo.
And PT, if you watch this after, which I doubt you will, since you don't watch anything, the show does better without you.
Awesome.
Is there any questions for me before I?
We're good, man. You dropped the fire, man. You did perfect.
I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Go sub to my channel. I am dropping heat every day.
That's right.
I love you.
Make sure you
guys.
Tweet us your channel, Jose. We can retweet it for you.
Of course, I will.
Have a good day. Thanks
for
love you, bro. Hey,
love you guys too.
All right, take care of yourself, bro.
You too.
You know, it's funny because I like that Ryan Jensen idea, man.
Yo,
I do.
Bro, that was fire, bro. Like, yo, he was dead on with that. Yo, and my man from NC State, bro. Oh my God, bro. Hey, listen, that's a line that could really, really help our quarterback, help our running game, man, help our defense, man. That's how you fix a team in the draft, in free agency in the draft, bro. Those two moves right there, bro. Listen, if Joe D didn't take the book in and took him, I would not be mad. I promise you. I wouldn't be mad.
No, dude. I think they're in a good spot, man. The Jets are in a really good spot. They got 2 weeks to figure it out, but I'm looking forward to it, man. I cannot wait to see how this all plays out because it's just nobody has any idea.
No, are you watching the combine this week, man? Are you gonna? You know me, I want to tune in all day tomorrow.
Probably a little bit. I don't. The drills get boring. I'm more interested to watch the player interviews. Like I like watching the press conferences, how the players answer certain questions. Like tomorrow will be interesting because Joe Douglas meets the media tomorrow. Like hear what he has to say, shit like that. I don't watch a lot of the drills though. I don't know.
This is when all the backdoor meetings get talked anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you got agents talking to GMs like, look, man.
Yep.
This is what it's gonna take, man.
A lot of deals get done. A lot of free agent talk tomorrow. Like they all start talking behind the scenes, and it's gonna be interesting, man.
This is the saddest part about it, man. This is the best part of Jets football for the last.
We always win this year, man. We always win. We always win March and April, man. We always win March and April.
You know what? Listen, I was listening to NFL Network today, right? And that's what they said today. It was like, yo, it wasn't a guy called in, asked about Jets, and he was like, yo, he said, man, you know this y'all season. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, right here, we happy. OTAs, training camp, we happy. Preseason, we happy.
Here's a good question for you. Thoughts on the Kyler Murray drama? Woof. The Cardinals got themselves in a pickle right now.
Bro, you know what? He's really, really acting the ass, bro. And, you know, a lot of comments people were saying is his leadership, bro. Like, he's really, like, immature, and he's not doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a leader.
It's a tough spot, man.
Hey, man. And that's a good football team, too, Tyson. That's a really good football team. So, like.
But they completely fell apart. Yep.
Yeah. And you know what dude said? He said, yo, your contract for the first 6 games, you probably could have got it. Your last 9, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's a tough spot because you have a quarterback that I'm sure the fan base loves, that wants the marquee money, but it's like Lamar Jackson was in the same boat. He didn't get it. Like, you know, it's
$50 million, Tyson? $50 million? $50 million? Yeah, who you think you are, Aaron Rodgers? You think you're Patrick Mahomes? Listen, you think you're Lamar Jackson? No, sir. No, you're not.
He's in a tough spot, man. I mean, listen, the agent's doing the right thing. They're playing the game, man. They want the money. They want the money. But the Cardinals, I'd be like, you got it. I wouldn't give it to him, dude. I'd be like, play another year. You got another year.
$50 million?
Another year.
Nah, bro, nah.
And he's like, he's like, I want to go play baseball. Well, okay, go play baseball then. I'll tell you.
Go play who Bishop. We'll be all right. $50 million? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Kyler's got a lot to prove still. He's a good player on the rise, but he's got a lot to prove. And the leadership thing is a huge red flag, man.
That's exactly, especially from the most important piece of, you know, the most important piece of your chessboard, bro.
Yes, sir.
Not holding it down, so that's scary, bro. Like I said, I like the young quarterback we got, and I'm interested to see what Joe D doing free agency and this draft, man. Listen, we can turn this. Listen, and I know we say this every year, and I'm drinking the Kool-Aid every year, but this our year, baby. This our year, baby. You know what I mean? That's what we do. So excited about it.
Well, Tyrone, it was good seeing you. Hopefully, we see you next Tuesday. Be careful, man. With all this shit, don't be getting hurt and injuries and all this shit.
Nah, man, we good.
I don't talk to you for 2 weeks. You get hurt. What the hell happened?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Listen, first of all, man, I'm gonna be all right. Listen, I'm not doing anything extra, but listen, man, yo, you be careful Saturday, bro. I'm gonna be supporting you, bro. I'm gonna be watching.
Yep.
Yo, man, listen, be careful out there, bro.
If you don't see me on Tuesday, I didn't make it.
Nah, cause we know how you do, man. You tough as nails, Tyson. Like, yo, you don't got no fear and you don't back the fuck down. So, like, don't. That's not. I don't want to get a phone call. Yo, man, I ain't gonna be on the show. Man, I was like, what? No.
I'll be all right. Yeah, Jordan, we're every Tuesday, man. Of course. No, I appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody's support. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned to our channel. I'll be posting all kinds of updates. And then, Tyrone, you have everybody worrying. Make sure you're right, man.
Yo, my videos will be up every single week, man. So
one video a week, or you eat a ghost pepper.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to have Vincent send me one, too. That's who I miss. I miss Vincent. Yo, what's up, man?
He was on, I think he was on last week or some other shit. So, have you guys, good night. I guess Joe Douglas tomorrow, so we'll probably react to that. And then we'll talk to everybody on Tuesday. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, go and be careful out there, man. So.